Last time we were out in, you guys made your way into Bucking to go and find some wood and some materials to start fortifying your base. So it took an attack during one of the evenings. From the bandits that were originally there, you managed to fight them off, bend them away, and that left the front, definitely the front of the Horde house compromised. The front door was shotgunned in. A couple of the front windows and back windows had been smashed. So off you went on the trek. I say you, let's not say you. Dylan drove the car up speed into a bush and killed it, which left you without a vehicle.
What happened?
That's exactly what happened. Just drove, no other reason, straight as fast as you can into a bush. That left you without a vehicle, but did put you face to face with some of the locals from Buckingham, and you walked your way into Buckingham to find where they may have gone and what might be within Buckingham town itself. And you found dispatched of them, getting very lucky in some instances with the fight. Stole their car, and then went further into scout. Your party split in two as one team scouted, and Ted took the car, used it as a kind of a diversion to take a zombie horde away from the main road and lead round. Went and picked up Matthew and came back to the store. You then had you got into the store, had to fight your way through. Whilst it was dark inside, there was a couple of zombies and a couple of faster zombies inside. You had some good to-ing and throwing. There was some teamwork. A few of you went down in the fray and were revived, but everyone survived. And you feel like you had cleared. You didn't really get that far into the shop, actually, but you feel like you'd cleared most of the danger. And as you came out for a breather, we finished with Luke being kind of accosted by 4 gentlemen who were stood across the road from him. Let me check out as well. Bye.
Yeah, that's it. Just hide Luke.
I'm just imagining he's getting bundled into the back of that car there.
I better not be rimming him.
Wait till you.
Jesus Christ, man!
Did you just say rimming?
Yes.
No.
In context as well, even worse. You didn't just say it, just...
Jesus.
I was behind your character.
Oh,
I thought you reserved that kind of thing for doctors.
Luke's just a...
He turned into a sexy
Degenerate.
wild man. That's what he's had.
He's just a degenerate. That's literally it, just a
He
degenerate.
is a degenerate. He fully is. Anyway, so as you just got up. I think Dylan, you were kind of straddling the door, depending on where you were.
Yeah, I was
revived.
in the doorway, I believe.
And you look up, Luke, and see in front of you 4 gentlemen. One of them, just as you look up, as you know, you didn't notice them for a while, and as you notice, you see they stood there. They're armed with different selections. Where you don't get a full look of you're not checking out every pocket and what they might have and all the things, but they look like they definitely have weapons. As one of them just turns to you and says, "Right, you need some help."
Luke just freezes.
I will step out of the doorway, slump down against the wall next to the doorway, light a cigarette, and say, "Oi, are these markings on the doors you lot's work?" Pointing to the skull.
He goes, "Fuck, you know." One of the other different guy at this point goes, "Fucking hell, you don't look good." Yes. Well, some of it was us, some of it was others. We kind of followed what was here, but we were the ones that locked that door, and we weren't really planning on opening anytime soon. How did you fare?
Well, you can cut across through the fucking skull. You're welcome.
You cleared it all out?
I believe so. Shit, we better have.
Yeah, we might want to just double check. How many of you are in there?
There's another What, 3? No, 2. Shit, I'm losing count.
All right. Well, you coming out, or what's the plan here?
Well, the plan was to get some wood to secure a location and then get the fuck out of here. Do you want anything from in there?
Oh, we were coming back. Well, actually, we were just in here, and he points behind him, and there's like it's the same similar size store to the one you're in. Instead of it being a hardware store, it's more just like a general store. I can't think of a better example than like something a bit like a Wolf's, like a bit of everything.
Wilco. Like a Wilco.
Yes, like a Wilco. That's a better one. Just a bit of everything, and they'd filled up some stuff. But he's like, no, we were just clearing out here. We were going to check to see if we could hear anything coming out there, but we have got some stuff in the back. So at some point, we'd like to get in there. But if you guys are cleared it, we might have a look. So you say you were looking for some you held up nearby?
Not in this town, no. But we heard this was a bigger town. There might be a hardware store. So
Yeah, no, definitely. We've been working our way through it. How have you? I mean, you've done well to stay alive. Were you guys? Where have you been? How have you got here so far?
Well, drove mostly.
Nice. Now, you don't realise not in a populated area then, because that tends to bring the old the dead ones.
I say when Dylan says drove, I'll just give him a look, a stare.
Will we hear this conversation from your side?
I'm sat next
Yeah,
to
you'd have heard it, yeah.
I assume you would.
Alex says turn the music down a bit if you haven't already read that.
Yeah, so you guys would have heard. So if you guys want to come outside at the moment, Luke's just stood like a mannequin and Dylan's having a conversation, but they know that there's a few more guys inside. So sorry, was there anything you want to do, Matthew? No?
I guess I turned to Edwin and was like, sounds like they found some others outside. We better go out and help them or check and hope that there's no more fighting.
Yeah, we can't leave Dylan talking to them, can we? Just making my way outside.
Yep.
Making my way inside.
How long have they been gone since they were with me in that house?
They have been gone. It probably wouldn't have been that long. You're probably talking about half an hour, 45 minutes.
No, that's fine.
Enough time to shit everywhere.
Yeah,
I'll stay where I am. I was working on the basis that if it had been like a couple of hours, I'd go see what was going on.
No,
but
it's been
I might as well just leave the Discord call now, to be fair.
No, you'll have some perception rolls and some checks to pick up. But yeah, Ted, are you staying inside, going outside?
No, go outside with Matthew.
Go outside. Cool. Sit in that position. Cool. Do you guys exit? And he's like, "Fuck, you lot do look like a sorry state." Well, we're head up in the back end of Buckingham. You know, there was like a camp or something. The school they turned into some sort of, I don't know, like processing centre. That fucking went down. So we're all fairly local, to be fair, and we just we've been kind of robbing what we can from the town, but we're in the north part of Buckingham. Got a decent little setup. We've managed to. I mean, we've lost people, but everyone we bumped into has. But we haven't seen a new group in a couple of days, to be fair.
Yeah, well,
Bumped into one or two people, but not many.
Yeah, it's just.
you guys said you've got shit in the back here.
Yeah. In the back of this place, yeah, we'd locked it. Well, it all got locked up, and there was. We got overrun. Managed to get the front locked on the way out, and the back door we managed. Well, we tried to brace, but it didn't. So our initial supplies are in there. That is a decent little store. You know, it's got all your hardware supplies in there, but we've got a few different weapons and stuff from that adventure shop. But I had to abandon the whole lot. I mean, we're happy if we're happy to go through this with you as well. If there's stuff you need, I don't know. I mean, if you want to come with us and have a look, we're more than happy to help some people out. It's good just to see someone alive, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna sit here and smoke this cigarette.
It's nice to see some friendly faces at last.
Yeah. Well, which way did you come from? Where are you guys based?
Horwood way.
Oh, Orwood. Bloody hell. Okay. Oh, so you came through from the southwest. Did you bump into the guys in the garage?
You could say that, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got to watch them. They
They're not with you then.
no, they were with us, and then it all got a little bit fractious. People started trying to assert dominance and take things. Food started getting a little bit scarce, so we got into we've had to make some decisions, throw a few people out, which is not nice, but needs must.
Well,
I don't think.
let's just say, as I say, let's just say you won't have to worry about them seeing anything from you anymore.
Oh wow, okay. So you
they weren't the friendly bunch.
no, well we knew that, but Jesus.
I asserted dominance.
What are your guys' names?
Good question. So let me just remember what my name is. I was looking at a different screen. My name is Matt. We got Max here to the left of me. That guy in green, his name's Hunter. Likes to be called Hunter, it's a weird one. And then we've got Mohammed here.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, what about you guys? So you got four of you. You got we're like we're our scavenger party, as we've got it here. So we kind of been out, but we've got a decent amount of people. I think we're getting near on Dean, I think it was last count. Back at the base. What about you guys?
Yeah,
I'm
not quite those sort of numbers.
Yeah, there's a I don't know, maybe 4 of us in total.
Oh wow.
Not here.
Not here.
But
Back at the base.
Nah, yeah. I mean, we've lost a couple along the way as well.
Yes, I mean it's fucking should Beth, can you give me a perception check, please? I'm assuming you are in the house, you are upstairs watching, and then as these guys left out, you were kind of perched just as a guard. So it's how attentive you would have been or are being.
What the fuck? The 10.
10.
Sorry about that. I dropped my dice on the floor and then I thought it was a 16 and it wasn't. It was a 9 because there was a dot telling me which way round it went. Stupid dice.
Yay! A 10. So you are still within the house from the upstairs room, just taking a look out now. You can see, much as the guys did when they left, there's the odd 1 or 2 zombies just milling about outside, but nothing like the scale of the tail that was taken away from Ted driving away. You can, if you want, stay in, keep scout there, or you can make your way outside. It's up to you.
I'm just going to stay there at this point.
Okay.
I'm not going to do anything else because it's only been about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
If it's a couple of hours, as I said.
Bit more dicey. Cool. So these guys are, yeah. So I mean, if you want, we can get in there and check our stuff. Give you out clips. I mean, we're more than happy to share some bits if there's stuff that you guys need. We're here just on essentially general run. We were just in there getting some cleaning stuff, clearing out what we can carry. We have not been lucky enough to have a car, so a lot of ours is backpacks and on foot.
do you guys need any medical assistance? I mean, I'm a doctor by trade.
Oh, bloody hell, we don't have our names. No, sorry, what's your name?
My name's Dr. Ebola. Ted. Call me Ted.
Ted. Dr. Ted.
Yeah.
No, luckily so far we're all scot-free, but no, knowing that there's a doctor around, that's very useful. But no, so far we've been okay. It's more, actually, we've kind of got past the stage of panic, and now people want their creature comforts back. So yeah, we're lucky. The old scav party gets sent out to take stuff, but we've been pretty lucky so far. Like I say, we've got the marking system. If anything's a little bit too dicey, we lock it down. We have a nice little routine for clearing them out and checking in a few days. They seem to, I don't know if you guys have seen this, they seem to like migrate off and move around if you leave them be for a little while. And yeah, you can tend to kind of kite them away if you're quiet enough with it.
No, we've mostly been swum head first into them. Really, it's
Oh.
what we tend to be doing.
Nice. You boys like a bit of danger.
I wouldn't say
Tell you
like
what I
so
would
much.
like is sorry, Ted.
No, we can't do
You lads got any shotgun shells?
Shotgun shells. Fucking hell. No. We've been I mean we had the fight with a lot that you run into at the shop. Most of our weapons went with them, to be fair. It was one of the deals for them leaving. So no, we've not had a shotgun. A couple of pistols we had, but we don't tend to take them because they're fucking noisy.
Yeah, well, it's not just zombies you have to worry about.
Right, no, yeah, you're right there. But yeah, if we had, I'm sure if we had more, we'd probably use them. But no, a couple of pistols, no shotguns. We tend to keep it tight, keep it quiet.
Have you guys had any contact with the army? Last we heard, they were supposed to be trying to retake the base down there.
Retake the base. No, there was a few days back. There was a bit more gunfire and a bit more noise going on down there. But to be fair, we're staying well clear. First couple of days we tried to get in, scout it out, but that place is an absolute clusterfuck at the moment. It's still overrun. But yeah, a few days back there was a bit of noise, bit of fighting, but we haven't been around to check. There's you get the odd pocket here and there of gunfire, screaming, car crashing, but I mean we've learned not to be heroes.
Car crashing, probably heard us then. Let's look into them.
I mean, you've been taking cars and crashing cars. Fucking hell.
Yeah, let's just say this has not been our first car.
It sounds like you guys are having a wild fucking time. We've been having a pretty peaceful. Well, I mean, bar the obvious, but pretty peaceful. You guys are living a fucking action movie.
Yeah, beats my previous life, you know.
I mean, some people thrive in this. I mean, some of these guys here love coming out. Hunter, he absolutely loves it coming out. He doesn't like being cooped up. Something about freedom of being able to get away and run if things go south. There's nothing worse than, as we nearly found with this place, getting trapped in a building.
Yeah. I mean, we've not made it right to the back of the building yet, but as far as we know, it seems to be clear.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not going
before
okay.
coming out, we didn't hear no more movement, but
Well, you guys want to clear out, we'll go through. So these, I'm assuming that's what we've done. Okay, yeah, don't worry, we'll go through. But yeah, behind the shop, there's a little back, like, storeroom and staff room sort of area. We had all our shit in there. So yeah, if you don't mind, we'll go ahead. And you see, as he's saying that, the rest of the guys kind of start lining up. And what you watch is, one of them leans round and just bangs the top where you're taking the gate up, like still the top part of it, just starts smashing on the top, and then stops. And the two at the front sit and listen, kind of creeping a bit more and listen. Cool. And then the two round, and you see there that they are clear. These are people that are clearly used to. They've got a routine. They're making noise. They wait. Then two people move in, then they wait, and as they kind of disappear into the shop, you don't hear anything from them, as they just silently make their way through. And then about a minute and a half, 2 minutes later, one of them comes out and goes, "No, yeah, right, it's clear if you want to come in."
Sweet.
I know I would just, for you guys, as you say, you've been running in headstrong into scenarios. You watch these guys; they look like a well-oiled machine. They have a routine, and when you get in there, you can see that they've gone through. You can see they've started tidying stuff up, some pulls some bit away, where they've knocked over some of the shelves as well. They're making sure that there's nothing there that's useful to get down. He gets to the back, and when at the back there, you hear another guy goes, "Shit, I forget the name. Sure, I just literally had it with him."
Max Hunter, my
Someone
family.
goes, Matt, you want to come look at this?
Yeah.
Oh. He's like,
Not
"Oh,
me. Not me.
you're Matt as well."
I am, yes.
Oh, fucking hell. Small world. Still fucking too many Matts, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's go and have a look at this then. So as you make your way over, the guys are towards the back of the room, and they've just pried open that door. And Matt pokes his head and he goes, "Fuck! what the fuck is this? It's like, what? How the fuck's this happened?
Oh, that does not sound good. I
I'm
guess
gonna
we go
stay
in.
sat next to the wall outside smoking.
Okay,
Yep.
I'll head back in.
No,
I'll just say to Edward, if you don't mind, I think I need patching up.
No, it's
Okay.
Teddy Boy.
Ted, you stay here with them two, then I'll go back in and see what's going on in there.
Okay.
Cool.
So Luke, on a doctor scale of 1 to 21, how old are you?
I'm kind of feeling like a 1 at the moment. Really,
Oh,
really.
wow.
Not looking good at all.
I don't realise you're that.
Me too.
You're both of them, right?
Okay. Guess I'll use this last kit on you then. So I need to roll 2 d4s.
Whatever your thing is.
Am I rolling something?
Yeah, you
Oh,
roll
yeah,
2
everyone's rolling, yeah.
d4s.
Oh, I'm rolling 2 d4s. Okay.
How long have you been doing this, jurist?
I thought he's the doctor, so yeah. That's 4 in total.
And then add 6, so that'll be 10 altogether.
Dear.
Hey Doc, is there anything you can do about this festering wound that I've got here?
Yeah, you got bit. Did you get bit?
No, I didn't get bit, but I'm kind of up with a festering wound somehow.
I mean, best I can do now is bandage it up.
Yeah, you did your
If I'm
med
just,
check, didn't you?
because there's no med kits, so if I bandage him up, does it just my medicine you get?
It's a medicine check, but didn't you use the medicine check for this 24 hours on yourself?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can cure
Okay, so I've got
one
to wait till
person.
tomorrow.
Yeah, unless someone else does it, or you can do it to yourself. So if a doctor does the medicine check to get rid of a lingering wound, it automatically passes. If you want to do it or get someone else to do it to you, you can. You've got a pass I think it's a DC 12 medicine check.
Okay, I will attempt to look at my wound myself then.
Yep.
That is a 13 with my exhaustion.
That's gonna be. Yeah. So yeah, as you're
I can
looking
show
through,
you the rock.
no, that's fine. That's like putting doubt into everyone's mind that you guys are cheating on Rumps. It makes me feel bad.
Well, no, because it was a 15, and then I've got -1 medicine, but I've also got -1
Minus one for
exhaustion.
exhaustion as well. Yeah, nice. Yeah, good.
Can
Yeah,
I
so
just
you
ask
look,
here, without a first aid kit or a medical kit, can I do any basic healing with just my medicine or not?
no, because we removed like a medicine pack and replaced it with
Yeah.
just heals.
Yeah, I was just.
So it's more that anyone that's got medicine kits probably want to give, or first aid kits want to give them to you because you can max
Yeah.
out the healing if you give it to them. But no, it's gonna be something you need to go and look for. Cool.
Okay.
So you three
I'm
outside.
already looking for a wound, so that's good.
Yeah, so you patch yourself up, and you'll have some basic medical stuff, but not enough to do it. Actually heal. So yeah, you borrow some of the stuff. Ted, and you point you, and you kind of antiseptic up a little bit. You feel like you've done a good enough job of treating your wound. Matthew, you
Appreciate
make
it,
your
Doc.
way inside.
I just quickly say it's a nice sign of the times that they didn't even blink an eyelid at me dressed in full suit of armor with a lance.
I have to go for that.
That's just normal these days.
That's just normal, yeah. Everyone's just like, yeah, I'm crazy. I forgot you were still in full something. Yeah, as you
I just say to them as well, you good job. I'm a doctor and I sworn an oath because after you left me to get hit in there, I'm still pretty pissed off with you, Dylan.
I mean, let's not pretend I'm the only dick here. Somebody tried to rob me while I was passed the fuck out, so
How would you know about that?
I might have been lying there with my eyes closed, but I could feel someone padding around me.
I don't know who that was. Who would do such a thing?
who would do
What's
such
the
a
world
thing?
come to?
The return of John.
Just reincarnated. Cool. So
So
you
so
make
I
your
just,
way for that. You're
Yeah.
stepping over. You're making a bit more noise than these guys as you step over the different shelving units that are down and try and make your way through the meandering corridors of the shop.
What's going on back here? I heard you shouting out.
He's like, fuck yeah. No, there's I don't know if you've seen this. I don't know if you want to put the lance down, sir, Matt. But have you seen this shit before? So you peek around the corner. What you see inside the room is just they've busted open these two doors, and you can see inside more of that grass that you had seen before, lining up. So yeah, if you imagine, like you are peeking through it. Oh shit! And you can see the start of some of the grass that's in there. Like, growing inside.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
What?
We have seen that before.
What the fuck is it?
To be honest, I don't entirely know. We was at a medical centre not far out of Forward. Down in the basement, the whole basement was like this, and what I can only describe as an abomination, mutated version of one of these zombies, linked to this grass, I guess. So, yeah, if that's here as well, not just down there where they were actually where it was actually a lab, then this is a very bad sign.
This looks. I mean, is it dangerous? The grass itself.
I don't know, to be honest. There was certain plants and that are around the grass that released gases, but in terms of the grass itself, I'm not entirely sure.
Would Matt remember that one of those fucking creatures popped out of the pod at one point as well?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And who got caught by the vine?
That was
I think it was
Luke.
Dingo.
I think.
But yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I was at the other side of the room,
Yeah.
I think, at that time. So I don't know if the grass could actually.
They're like, well, our shit's in there. I don't really fancy going in there to know what it's like. Get the door open. Let's just fucking air it out a bit. See, because it fucking and you get the smell of it as well. It comes out. It's like it's not quite rot, but it's like very close to rot. Very warm air, like very humid. Almost like you can taste the air as you breathe it in, and it doesn't taste good. Thick, almost humid. Like the inside of that room is warmer than the ambient temperature around. It's just. The whole thing is just a little bit nasty. Beth, can you give me a perception check again, please?
Oh, that's not a D20.
Don't want D12, so I think that's bad.
17.
17, nice. So as you're surveying on the room and then you're noticing the patterns. It's a bit boring as you're sit waiting, but you're safe. You're kind of playing little games to yourself, keeping yourself awake, and you're spotting the zombies as they come through and seeing if you can spot anything that's going on with them as they're walking past, like guessing professions, almost like zombies as they pop. But there was one. Now there's like 4, 5, and you start to see they're starting to move towards the main high street again. And if you imagine as the map lies you're not too far off the top end that way, but you're seeing a higher concentration of, and more worrying than that, they seem to be moving back towards the high street.
Where everyone is. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there like a back door?
There will be a back door, yeah, into a small garden. But then when you went in there, that it's terrace housing.
Oh, so there's a back gate.
As in, well, yes, you can get to a back gate, but you're not sure how you'll get from the back gate back to the high street. So you'll have to investigate a way of getting back through one of the shops to get in there. So you can go around the back, but it'll be a series of hunting a way to get back to the road.
Can
It's
I
definitely
go head out to the back door and
Mhm.
can I like listen to see if there's anything in the sort of? I'm assuming it's a terraced house, so like there's like an alley out the back.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah,
Can I
you want to listen to?
can I listen to see if I can hear anything sort of moving?
Yeah, cool. Yeah, roll a perception check.
18.
18. Nice. So yeah, as you get out to the back and you hear, and these are like tiny little box gardens. You get to the back gate, and as you're there listening, you hear the sound, but it's more distant than this garden area. So you might hear the odd one or two, like maybe there's a zombie stuck in the garden somewhere around Milling. You hear a bigger cluster of a sound, but that's not too surprising because Ted just drove off a fucking huge cluster of zombies as well, a huge horde. But
Do
from that
these
immediate
do
path,
these terraced
Yep.
these terraced houses they've got like wooden fences or like
Yeah.
brick walls?
yeah, wooden fences.
Ah, bugger. I was going to do the age old get on top of the wall Billy
wall
Elliot
run.
style and walk along it.
Just Shaun the Dead it.
Yeah,
Jump
or
straight through the fence.
Yeah.
Juggernaut style. I don't really want to go up the front because there's 4 zombies. And okay, I'm going to try and go out the back and sort of make my way towards them. Because if there's sort of crowds starting to thing, I don't want to be separated from them. And I know their general direction. If they come this way, they'll be zombies.
Yep.
I might
Cool.
try and get there first because it hasn't been too long.
Yeah. So you make your way out the back into the back alley, and then you see the alley runs all the way down to so if you come out turned to your right, which would be to the north of the screen, you see that runs down and it runs out to a road. So you're like, but that's going to get out and go behind the horde, or you can see that it's left and it runs out and then runs into and opens up into like a small street. It's more like a service entrance. Or service road, sorry, maybe like a delivery road for the back of these shops in the high streets. So you can see 4 or 5 houses down, which is about as far as where you are from the high street, but it opens up into a service.
Okay. I'm going to try making my way towards where I know they'll be on the high street.
Okay.
So I think that's the left way. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Now I do have disadvantage on stealth checks because of my armor, and
Yeah.
I did roll a. I'll just check if I got a modifier because I've already rolled it, and I was like, I've done it now, so I can't change my mind. That's a 3.
3. That's good. That's a good amount of stealth. So you're trying to stealth, but you're not doing a very good job of it. And as you come out of so that when you're trying to get out the gate, as you pop the gate, you like wigging the lock backwards and forwards, and it's like, and then all of a sudden,
that's so horrible.
yeah, you're like, oh, fuck, that noise. Close the gate, and you're like, okay, that's not too bad. And you hear and again, you hear the odd banging here and there from different fences, but you don't know, you can't pinpoint where they are as you make your way towards things. We'll come back to you. Those outside, can you give me perception checks with disadvantage as you're all kind of tending to yourselves and fixing bits, having minor arguments?
Be a 6.
Is that both 6?
Yep.
Yeah.
All 3 of you got
11.
6. Oh, 11.
11
I say,
for
what
me.
the fuck? 11. Cool. So yeah, as you guys are sat outside, you don't notice anything. You are tending to yourself, enjoying a bit of a respite from where you were before. Matthew, you're
Luke
about
found
to.
some popcorn.
Luke found some popcorn from the DnD wine shop.
Mm-hmm.
He went through the staff lockers.
It's stale as fuck, but he's enjoying it. It's actually no, it's pre-popped. He's just eating the kernels. Weirdo. So Matthew, you're back with those guys, and they're like, right, we need to, our stuff's in there. I don't really fancy much going in there yet, if you don't think it's safe. How did you guys deal with this before?
The same way we seem to be dealing with everything right now at full bloody force.
But you just fucking destroyed shit. Okay.
Yeah, I know, and yeah, it hasn't always gone to plan, but yeah, if you want that stuff, then I don't think waiting around is going to make a single bit of difference as to whether we just go in.
Okay. Well, sure. I mean, you do seem like you're suited and booted for the occasion. Do you want to lead the way?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
We've been in a few a few fights. We can handle ourselves, but I just want to make sure nothing's going to jump out and get us. We're in there, you know.
We just need to just be careful, because if you see any like pod-shaped plants in there, just be careful with them, because that's what one of those things came out of.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's almost like some weird kind of, I don't know, breeding thing for them or something. I don't know, fucking clue. It's all fucked up.
Doesn't sound good. Well, at least you guys seem to know how to deal with it. All right, shall we?
I mean, other than just straight up stabbing it,
yeah. No. Okay.
That's what I'm good at, I guess.
I mean, you guys clearly have a use. Maybe we should. Right, if we separate ourselves down, there's only 2 big cases in there. We can probably get them out 2 men at a time, or we can pass them down the line. So maybe we work our way in and do that. You look pretty. Well, I mean, you must be pretty strong. You're wearing a full suit of fucking armor. Do you want to lead the line, or you want us to?
Yeah, I mean, so you say you got two in there, and there's 4 of you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want me to keep guard while you pile in behind me, I just keep alert out and you grab them and go.
Yeah, as long as you don't think this shit's gonna fucking kill us.
I don't think it will. I can't promise anything, can I? But,
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like dealing with this stuff as much as the next person, but if you want that stuff, that's the only way you're gonna get it.
Yep. Alright, let's do this then. So where are you gonna place yourself?
So where's the door for the...
So the door is here.
Okay.
And it's like a double door situation. This over here had a doorway. You can see it's been was like blockaded up, and there's been bits where it's broken through. It's not a reliable entry or exit. So yeah, it's like a double door situation into the thing.
And the door's open.
Yeah, this door's open as well. So this door's open, and you can. That's where you
okay.
peeked in.
So
Yeah, you can see part of the grass in here.
Okay. Well, I am going to. So the other door next to it, that's just swings open as well. Then.
Yeah, these two. So this gets you back into the shop. This one gets you into that back room, and then the other way out is blocked. There's nothing's coming up.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I will step through into the room.
Yeah.
With my lance out ready in front of me.
Cool. To the side so they can get past you?
Yes.
Cool. So the guys...
And I check to see what kind of...
Yeah. Roll...
plants and stuff are in there? Or...
Yeah, you can roll...
I can see any of the pods or anything like that.
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
That's a 4.
Oh. It's very hazy and musty in here, and the first couple of breaths you take, you almost take smaller breaths to check that you're not going to get any of that that poison stuff that you'd had in your throat and stuff before. The air feels right, but you get the feeling this is just a very hazy it's been a locked room that's been turned into a hive pit. It's so humid and so warm that you feel like it's like a damp cave has grown because of its situations, and that means that you're not really picking up too much. You see this grass everywhere, you see a few bits, and at the back you see something else that is growing there, but you can't for sure be yep, and see 2 or 3 things.
Okay.
So those guys start to make their way in. They'll have to make some rolls to make sure that they don't trip anything. Those out front, anything you'd like to do, or I would have a perception check for them, please.
So,
I
hope
just
he's
taste
alright.
them.
I hope he's alright there with them.
They seem decent enough. But what are we going to do about Beth? He's still in the house.
I mean, how far is it from here?
You came from it.
What? Oh, that house we were in. Oh.
Just down the road. It's not too far.
Oh, okay.
Are we rolling with disadvantage again?
Yeah, if you're having a chat, yeah, roll with disadvantage again. So the first two guys make their way in.
Can that be 6 again?
Be a 9 for me.
And then, I don't know if we was back, but if he is, he can roll one. Beth, you get your way into the alleyway, and as you're moving down, you kind of knock off. The alleyway is not the best laid gravel, asphalt, whatever the fuck it is, concrete. You trip a few bits and knock a bit, and you're made jump like once or twice where you hear something just like straight against the side of the fence. You're like, fuck, this is a thin alleyway, and you feel the fence move, and it happens on one or two of the houses, and after that you hear them screaming and screeching. They've heard you, or something's heard you. It doesn't sound like there's a lot there. It sounds like maybe one or two, but they're just banging against the fence trying to get you out as you get to the edge of that end of that alleyway, and it opens up, and it's not a very wide lane. It's very narrow, single track, no road markings, and you can see that this is access way to the back of these shops here. So you make your way. You've got the first shop there, which is the it was like a food shop with like a chippy, and then you can see behind it is a much bigger general store, which you know would be roughly in front of where the thing is. So you've got one shop close. The next one is a much bigger shop, which you know would be opposite the DIY shop.
Opposite, as in, I'd have to go through the back to go through to the front to get to the DIY shop.
Both of them, you're gonna have to go through the back. It's whether you want to go through the back of the shop that's closest to you, or go to the bigger shop and go through the back of that as well. Either way, you're gonna be trying to break into the back of these shops to get into.
I think I'm gonna go bigger shops, working on the basis there'd be more space to. I would assume there'd be more space to run away or to like try and escape.
Yeah, cool. So you make your
Not because the other guys came from that shop and I know that it's secure.
Of course.
To clarify,
Yeah.
it would be the logic that Beth would use.
Yeah. So you pass past the. Sometimes it's logic. So you pass by the first shop, you get to the second one, you can see you've got a fire door there, and then you've got a roller shutter, which looks to be like some sort of delivery entrance.
I'm gonna kind of see if the roller shutter lifts up.
Cool. So as you get towards it, you can before him grabbing, you can see that it is bolted in, but it's not. It's bolted across, not padlocked. So it's. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. It doesn't look. It's not like the most difficult thing that you think should break. Opposed to a big old padlock like the garage had.
Try and take the bolt out then.
Yeah, cool. So give me a strength check as like a hammer, doof, just on a bang.
9.
So you swing down, hit it. It moves, but you feel like you're going to need to give it one more hit. And as you hit it as well, you hear the ripple or up the gate, as it's obviously one of those corrugated ones that just shimmies a little bit. Hit it. Give me one more.
Can I try again?
Yeah, give me one more.
19.
19, much better. So this second one, bang! As you hit it, the bolt flies out, shoots down the road. And you're like, oh, nice. And yeah, you have freed this roller shutter door.
Okay, so the shutter. Can I open the shutter now?
Yeah, as you put your fingers underneath the shutter, it takes some lift to get it up, but you feel like
I want to do it
free.
slowly, just in case there's anything on the other side. But I imagine I would have probably heard it. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll try and lift it enough that I can probably fit through.
Cool. So yeah, you're trying to lift it up. I'll take 2 rolls. So you want to lift it up. You want to do it slowly and not that high because you want to just get in. And more to the fact this is going to be noisy because you've already knocked it out once. As soon as you move, each rung is going to be noise.
So what rolls do you want? Strength
Strength and a dex, and dex being kind of stealth. So you can do stealth if you want. Actually. Whereas-
Okay, well, stealth's disadvantage. So strength
Oh.
was 15,
no,
and
just
then
do
I'll do
dex
stealth
because
as
it's not
disadvantage.
not necessarily a.
Oh, okay.
It's more just
Just a
your
straight
ability
dex,
to.
11.
11 for stealth.
Dex.
What was the dex? What was the strength?
15.
So you get out. So as you but the first run is like and you're like, okay. And as you get to the second one up, you hear one of the fence panels smash. And as you've got the gate in your hand, you look over to the left, and there is a zombie running towards you. As you slide yourself under, and I'm assuming pull it back down on yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. So as you slide around, pull it back down. You then step back, and as you step back, a second or two passes, and you hear this one zombie just banging against this corrugated steel door now, and it's just hit. That's a lot of noise. If you were trying to listen out into the shop now, you aren't hearing anything other than this zombie just banging and banging against the door.
Okay.
But
I'm going to stand up.
Yep.
I'm going to brush myself off.
Yep.
And I'm going to look for a door.
Nice. Give me an investigation check. The guy's out front. Give me perception hearing.
Disadvantage,
11.
Not disadvantaged.
11 on my investigation.
16.
11 investigation, nice. 16, nice.
2.
7.
Ted, you can just hear Luke chewing popcorn, like loudly, a little bit with his mouth open, and he's kind of not paying attention. You know, when it just gets in your mind, you can hear that one noise. It's just like, you're at a point where you're like, maybe I just stab it. Maybe that's the best thing to do for them.
Just look at him and think to himself, stupid boy.
Dylan, you hear a noise, and you're like, at distance, something somewhere has banged. So you are a little bit more alert to what is going on now. There's something you can't pin, but you hear you hear like a bang, you hear a noise, and you hear some muffin, and it's above general just drone noise you would have heard before.
You hear that bang?
No, all I can hear is this idiot chewing something.
Fucking hell, chew with your mouth closed, Luke.
It's good popcorn.
Where the fuck did you find popcorn?
Found it in the locker.
What do you mean you're near a locker when you were running away outside?
No, there was.
Who knows what this boy's doing? No, I can't hear it banging now.
I heard something. Keep an eye out.
Yeah, maybe it's Beth. I don't know.
As you said it, so Ted and Dylan, can you give me just regular perception checks? With an 11, Beth, you're in the back. You see straight away. Okay, this is and it is just you're in like a slightly sunken, you know, where the driveway would go down slightly. So you feel like a van back in here, and then you can see a loading bay, and then you can see a big set of double doors. You're like, cool, that's got to be the way into the store. So you make your way up. You get to the double door. I'll go inside.
Yeah. My perception's 11.
And I've got a 12.
Thanks.
I got a -2 to all my d20s at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a -2 to perceptions.
So yeah, Beth, you find that double door. You going into the shop?
Yeah, I'm going to open the door. Now I've realised because of the noise, there's no point doing stealth, so I'm just going to open it.
Yeah, cool.
I'm going to have my machete ready.
Okay. So as you open the door and push in, no movement. You stop for a second, wide open. As you look across, this store looks like it's been again, that stuff's been taken from here and there. It doesn't look like it's been completely like ransacked, but you don't get the sense that there's stuff that's been knocking bits over, and there's too much to be. There's like imminent danger of things and blood everywhere. You know, okay, this is fairly safe. You start creeping your way through. You two got low on your perceptions, which is great. Matthew, you see the first guys. They go in, they pick up the box, and they start creeping out. They step over the grass as they're going, and you're like, nice. And the second guys come in, and as they're picking up the second box, one of the guys, you see him, and he's looking out, and he's like reaching towards something that's in the back end of this area. He's like, what the fuck? And then as he goes, oh, you see him move back.
Don't.
You see round you the grass. There's like a shiver. There's runs down the grass.
Do not touch any of it.
It's like, what do you mean? Do not touch? I've just touched it.
Why? Why? Just grab the box and go.
It's like, no, I don't. It's honestly, it was a bit fucking. It's like sticky, and then you hear, and it's like, I think the fucking audio thing just cut out with the sound of my fart.
I did get it. Like, yeah, right. Sounds like a little dog fart.
Yeah, I can hear myself in my ears, and I was like, that just sounded like when.
Bunny sound.
Yeah, it was. It's like, but yeah, you hear as this thing in the back explodes and floods out. These two guys just start coughing immediately. Can you roll a con save, please?
Con save.
Yeah.
That's a 5.
Ooh. You go as you're like, no, don't touch it, and you're like, you breathe in, you're like, and you start coughing up. Again, you are considered poisoned. I think as he's coughing, like 2 guys leave that crate and just like coughing, come running out, and they're in this hallway bit now, just literally hocking their guts up. Yeah, one of them as he walked past you is almost starting to puke down himself as he goes. And the other one leaves his head around the corner. Matt, first guy, is like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? What the fuck? You are inside the room at the moment. You are poisoned already, but you're used to this, so you could stay within the room. You can investigate further. You already poisoned, or you can leave. Up to you, Matthew.
I think I'm going to stay where I am, but ready myself just in case anything.
Roll an investigation check.
What does that mean? 14.
14. So as you're looking out, wait for something ready yourself in action, and you see the grass that shiver like kind of run up, run back down, and the spores come down. You see towards the back the where it came from, and it was kind of clouded, and you see the guy touched something that was over there anyway, and it looks like how's the best way to describe this? Almost like a human. There's a humanoid figure that's been like splat against the wall. It looks like they've been like web shot. It looks like Randy has just covered the ectoplasm. And
spooky ghosts.
Yeah, spooky ghosts everywhere. But yeah, you can see that. You can see a figure. You can see what looks like. You can see like there's a large bit near the top, and then there's like 2 and 2, which could be arms and legs, but they're like completely covered against the wall, and it's like a yellowy kind of web. Well, not web. It's like a yellowy like membrane from what you can see from there.
Okay. I think I might try and slowly back out of the room while avoiding. Can I avoid the grass by the door?
Yeah, you can pass by the grass door.
Yeah.
Is the one
But I'll keep an eye on the room just to see if anything is.
Cool. So yeah, as you step out, as you're looking, you're not noticing anything. You can see it there. You're not seeing anything else. That spore's gone off, and you're like, that was fucking close. But yeah, you're poisoned. You're still coughing up. But you've felt this once. These 2 guys are just like, one of them is puked all over himself. The other one is just constant saliva dripping out of their mouth as they're just like bleh, constant retching. They're not good. Behind you, Matt, you hear other Matt be like, what the fuck? I thought you said that stuff weren't gonna fucking hurt us.
I said I can't be sure. I said I said don't. If there's plants there, some of the plants do stuff like it wasn't the grass itself, but your friend down there decided to touch something and this caused a fucking chain of events.
I mean, that might be true, but still, what the fuck? Look at him. He's fucking yakking all over the floor. That's nasty. We've only got 1 box out. How are we going to get this other box?
I mean, if you want to go back in there and get the other box,
Will be good. Yeah, it's
just need to be. We just need to be careful not to disturb anymore. Just grab the box and go.
Brilliant. I mean, do you want to go in and get the box?
I think I can help you.
That was an open question.
I
was
don't have
hoping
to
you
get it
were
on my... I ain't gonna have to fucking drag it on my own.
I mean, you could try. Fucking, if something's gonna fucking jizz, whatever it was over us. All right, let's go in and get this. And he starts like pulling up his shirt. He like, pulls off something, tries to wrap stuff around his mouth just to try and create some sort of mask as best he can to protect his mouth as he goes in. And he goes back up the door, peeks in. And he's like, "Fuck, what? Seems a bit clearer now." And you guys gonna make your way in?
Cool.
You and Big Matt, little Matt. Sir Matt,
Matt.
and yeah. Make your way back inside the room. The Chuckle Brothers out the front. Can you guys roll perception checks one more time, please? Not disadvantage.
8.
16.
16.
Whoa, he's woken up.
He's finished the popcorn.
So as you are looking around, and Dylan, you're like trying to hone down where you had heard this sound picking up. So Luke finally finishes the popcorn, looks at you, and he's like, "Oh, that was nice." And he's like, "Oh," and then as he goes, "Oh," you turn and look, and at the top of the road, you see, and you're like, "How the hell have we not seen this already?" From 3 times, that towards that house, towards where Beth was, you can see a mass of zombies starting to kind of come down the road towards you. You can't judge from that whether they're at speed or not, but the fact that there was nothing here, you had a couple of bangs, and now they seem like they're getting pretty close. It's a bit worrying sign.
Can we determine how many?
Yeah,
Roughly?
yeah, rough. Yeah, give me an investigation check.
16 again.
16 again, nice. So as you're looking, you see that there's at least a couple of rows coming down, and you probably get the handful is probably about 10 that you can easily make out. There might be some further back for you. Is it that it could well be the tail end of the things that you took away, but you're not sure whether it's just the tail end or it's the reverse of that horde coming back towards you, but you can make out at least 10 there now.
It's not good. Those things are coming back.
At the same time, Dylan, as you're looking out, you see movement inside the shop across the way from you, and then a face appears as Beth, you make your way to the front of the shop, and as you peek out the front of the shop, you see stood in front of you Luke, Ted, and Dylan.
Oh shit, there's Beth
Not where?
in the shop across the street.
How the fuck did he get there?
Oh, no,
I wave. Wait, do I see them?
Yeah. As you look at the
Yeah, I
glass door,
wave.
you see them. They're just
I
stood
wave
there.
kind of
Yeah,
with my machete.
I'm gonna wave back.
I'm gonna wave him towards us, with a hurried motion.
I go towards them with a hurried motion.
I'm still waving.
I go into the shop and to tell these guys that there's zombies coming.
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
imagining the song from The Sound of Music playing as I'm like running towards everyone, like,
Slow
walking
motion
through
across
the, skipping through the fields.
That's what Matthew's doing.
Yeah. He's nearly skipping through fields. Matthew, can you roll a dexterity check, please? Tiptoeing around and then grabbing this box.
15.
15, nice. So you get in with Matt, pick up 2 boxes, and as you're coming, as you go in, you seem fine. You get the box and you move in. You're leading the way, and he's not. Actually, when you're there as well, give me an investigation check.
14.
14. So as you get up to the box, you get a much closer look at this like humanoid figure that you're there, and you can see now that the what looked like it might have been a pod, but the early stage of a pod is completely collapsed, and inside it looks to be the forming of some sort of human, whether the human was in there already or has been squished by it or something, but there is definitely some humanoid figure completely covered completely covered by like almost like a human trapped inside a deflated balloon. Is how it looks. As you can see, their bits of their hands and the movement, but they're almost inside this like sack. But it's completely deflated and they're squished against the wall.
Is it like Han Solo in Carbonite?
But not as solid.
Hmm.
So you see that, and then pick up the box. You can do something to that.
I think we just take the box for now.
Yeah. Cool. So
Don't want to disturb something that can cause a lot of issues.
Yeah. So you take, you pick up the box, and you're walking out, and he seems to be following you. As Matt is behind, you get the front, he's back. He will say, "Oh fuck!" and he trips into some of the grass. You kind of both stop and look, and nothing seems to happen. Actually, roll a perception check.
That is 30-20.
Nice. So as you stop and look, you see no movement from the grass and around there. You're like, and the other Matt is like stood up against, he's like up against one of the vine things. Like stop, looks at you, doesn't move, and then when you're like, okay, nothing seems to be moving. You carry on walking forward. You get the box out into the hallway. At the same time, Ted, you still going back inside?
Yeah, I was going to tell him about the zombies coming.
Cool. So, Beth is in the road. You make your way in to shout towards the guys, or you're going to run over to them?
Beth and Luke are running together.
I'm gonna sort of bustle through the doors and kind of run over to everyone, kind of put my hands on my knees, catch my breath. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going inside as well. Is Luke coming in?
Yeah, I'm coming in.
Well,
So everyone's going inside while I'm not running out to say something to them.
I'm gonna yell at Beth. Beth, get in here quick.
I run in.
So you're going into which one? You're going into the shop that you know, or the general store, the Wilco's?
I'm going back into this shop that everyone else is in.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what I thought. That was just cool.
I want to move over to the jammed roller thing and try and unjam it so that the roller will come down.
Yep. Cool. So you come in, Matthew. You guys, you get the box out, and as Ted, you come in. Are you like I said? Are you walking up to him, or are you just shouting from the door?
I'm just going to walk up to him because I don't really shout.
Cool. So yeah, as you get out, you stop down. You still see the two guys in the back in a bad way. Eyes are just streaming. They haven't quite caught themselves since. And over to you, Ted.
How are you guys getting on? We need to be quick. There's another group of zombies making their way back up the road.
That's what I came to tell you. They're merging again.
Shit.
We don't want to be held up in here, do we?
There's no way out if we get stuck in there. No. Flip shit, and he goes. He's like, Hunter, flip open the cases, and he flips open the cases. He's like, if someone wants to grab one of these, grab, and you see these two cases just full of like weapons. There's 2 bows in there, and a few machetes, and there is one. Oh, sorry. No, I lied. There's a few machetes in there. There are 2.
Give me a guardian, I'll be fine.
No, there are 2 bows, like look like kind of like hunting bows, and 1 crossbow.
I'll take a bow.
I'll take a bow.
Yeah.
After been hunting with tribes, I've worked with the tribes.
Cool. So you pick up the short bow. This is a 2-handed weapon, and you grab a handful of arrows. And then there's a crossbow there. If someone wants it, they'll take it. If no one's going to take it, the rest of them, they've got their clubs and stuff.
How many arrows?
6. Dylan, can you give me a... so that you wedged it. You didn't wedge it very well, did you? Can you give me a strength check, Dylan?
Strength.
Yeah.
Strength. Okay. 13.
13. Nice. So you are wiggling at the door to try and unjam it. I think you tied some stuff in there and wedged a pole in, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, we put
I
iron
remember
pipe in.
wedging the pole.
Yeah.
The pipe.
So you
What's
actually...
the? Sorry, go on.
No, you go.
I was going to say, what's the damage thing for hunting bow?
So hunting weapon is short bow is 1d6. You need ammunition. It's two-handed, and it's a simple ranged weapon, so you should be able to add your proficiency to it. Its first range is up to 80, so you're fine. And then if you're firing you can't fire. Well, you can. But if you fire a crossbow within 5 foot, so something if there's an enemy in melee range for you, it's disadvantage. But from 10 foot to 80, it's normal attack roll.
Wait, is that crossbow or hunting bow?
That's the short bow, and the crossbow is a D8, but it has loading, which means you need to use your bonus action to reload. Yeah. So essentially, a crossbow you can only ever fire once per turn because it has to be loaded. The short bow, if you had abilities that let you take multiple actions, you could fire multiple arrows.
Crossbow is so cool, but I don't think it's worth it.
Got a lance.
And
I mean,
nice
let's be
with a-
honest.
with a crossbow.
Letting Luke amass all the weapons is a great idea.
I mean, I can I carry the crossbow as well? Have I got carry capacity for this?
Wait. Yeah. Still, you'd have to use your free action to change weapon, which means you wouldn't be able to then you'd only be able to have the one out at one time. So you could only you could change from the lance to the crossbow, but in the same move you would have to change back. But you then the next time would have to do it. So you'd be constantly changing backwards and forwards if you were.
I think I'll take it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, why not rock the lance crossbow dual?
Yeah, what a combination, eh? Suit
So,
armor, lance, and a crossbow.
yeah, exactly. These two guys at the back are still coughing the guts up, but the two guys that are there, so you've got Hunter and you've got Matt. They start going through, making sure that they're all tooled up as well. But they had most of the bits they wanted. I think they were kind of grabbing these to take them home. As you're wiggling the door, you wiggle the chain. Sorry, what?
How many crossbow bolts do I get?
6 as well. You get 6, and both of them are retrievable. But you
And so that is what's that class? There is that a
still simple ranged crossbow.
simple range? Okay.
Yeah, it's a light crossbow.
And that's 1d8.
1d8. But yeah, it's two
Is
again
that
two-handed.
dex or
Yes,
dex?
yeah, they're both decks. So yeah, Dylan, you wiggle out the pole, and as you're wiggling it, you try to do it quietly, and then it's more like a frantic going. And as you're doing, you can hear that you're shaking and moving things. You manage to release it, so the door is now free, but you definitely know you didn't do it in any quiet manner whatsoever. Again, this is one of those shutter doors, and you've just been literally wiggling the chain of the door and shaking the mechanism of the door to get this pole out, but you have released it with a strength check.
Okay, I want to pull the shutter down.
Bang! You pull the shutter down, smash it against the floor, and then stand back. You give it a couple of seconds, and you hear and screaming, and this noise from outside. You would assume that the noise has attracted at least something, as the front door is now being, and you hear the cries. You also hear. Who's it? You wouldn't be able to. Didn't give me a perception check. Hearing. As you stand back, just like
11.
11. Okay. So you hear them bashing against it. You hear. You would have 11. You hear the familiar howl that you heard of the thing you were fighting in this store as well. So you get the feel that there's at least one of the runner types out there. As you recognise that that cry, that like bestial cry that you heard against the thing you were fighting in the shop. Just about that.
Looks like we're trapped in here now.
So you guys are in the shop. Trying to do a scene. I just want to make sure the camera's in the right place. Watching the stream, it's too delayed.
Well, looks like we are trapped in here for now then.
So,
Fuck.
let's have a think about placement. Take a wee break, I think. A good place there, because we don't know what's coming. As you assume that you have trapped yourself with some dudes inside a shop.
And there's no back door to this place.
No, the back door is kind of. So Matthew would have seen. They had barricaded the back door, and then it had been broken in when they had to flee and leave. And what you can see after is that the barricading with the break-in is just collapsed the brick. So you might be able to get out if you were to brick by brick pull stuff out, try and bend out some girders. You might be able to try and force your way through, but Matthew would have seen that it just looks like part of. If you imagine that this back corner was a full room, like part of the room has disappeared, where the structure of the building has just kind of collapsed in this.
Quick question: with the zombies crashing at the shutter door, obviously they don't have the intelligence to lift it.
Yep.
So, with us being inside, are we considered safe for the moment?
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh god.
Is that just Dylan or?
That would be a 3.
3. Yeah, you feel like you're well safe. Just have a pint and wait out in the shop.
Wait for it all to blow over.
Can I have
Mine would be a 17. I don't feel safe.
You would assume with the 17, looking at this door and picking up all the weapons, that no doors are completely invulnerable, right? As you guys wouldn't be able to get anywhere. So at some point, with that much force, and you saw as well, Ted, that this was at least about 10. And whilst this isn't a wide doorway, that's a lot of force that could be put against this shutter door, which will only hold out for so long.
Brilliant. Time for the piss break.
Yeah. So have a think. So that's your map. You've got the one entrance you can't get out. You've got all this crap around you to do what you want with. But yeah, have a think about what's there. You've got some additional weapons. We'll have a piss break and then we'll come back and go from there. So we're all back. Juris has got his ice cream now to follow on from his popcorn. This is apparently his movie for. And you are sat ready to defend. So I was saying to Burn whilst some people were away, you have everything that is within this shop at your advantage. You have at least 2 of the guys that are ready and able to help as well. Looking, and Ted, as you've looked and seen that this door is holding, but it will only hold for so long. So there is a preparation time before it breaks. You have that time to do what you want. I think to start with, we will roll initiative, but we'll just take it as a prep action, a door action, until we're ready to go. So if you can all roll initiative, just so we have that in the bank.
5.
9.
I have wasted a natural 20. And I have +5, so it's a 25 for initiative.
Jesus.
Fucking hell. I've got 3.
Molotov straight out the gate then.
3. You were top
16.
last time as well. 16. Hey, Juris, proud of you. Didn't ask what initiative was. Right. Beth. I have 3. Okay, cool. So, what would you guys like to start doing? You have all the stuff around you. You can hear them banging at the door, and it just sounds like a mad scrabble at the moment of just noise of kind of like almost like growling and scratching and banging, and it's a lot, and it's a bit like trying to pull yourself back from that noise to gain the concentration to be like, right, if we need to make a plan, we got to fucking try and ignore this and make a plan quick because we haven't got a lot of time.
We should create a kill zone.
Yeah, we'll rearrange these shelves, funnel them in. And then
Okay. You can only come in one at a time or something.
maybe have one on its side to use as some sort of cover for us.
Maybe we can like surround them so we get We flank them. Game.
I might move back to the back because on the lukewarm scale of 1 to 24 on how we're feeling, I feel like a 1.
Oh, really? Maybe you Molotov and run then.
Something like
I've been hiding, so I'll be on the front lines. So I've been holding fort.
I think Matthew with his lance, and then
Yeah.
me and Luke with our bows to try and take some down early, and maybe rotate.
Yeah, Luke wants to try out his new bow.
He's like talking in the third person now.
Please don't fire that anywhere near my head.
Okay, so let me move you guys off so I can move this shit around. So you want... Where do you want
Like
this?
shelf on either side of the doorway to try and funnel them in.
Like stood up.
Like two stood up with it, like down either side,
So you've got one.
and then use one that's on its side as maybe half cover.
Okay, so between you all, you've got 3. And no one's used any actions or anything to heal this round.
I don't think I can heal. We haven't had
What's
a
the
rest.
Anyone else has got anything?
I'll just check what I've got actually.
I'm assuming no one's hiding.
Medpacks and shit, aren't we?
I don't think anyone's hiding.
I'll use 1d8 to heal.
I've got rehydration pouches.
I would say take a quick rest, but you'd have to be risking taking an hour break, which I'm probably not going to do.
Yeah, they're probably breaks.
7 points.
Yeah,
Has anybody else got hit dice to use?
well, without a rest, we can't.
No, you can't. You can't use hit dice without rest. So unless you want to take the hour rest, but if it gets broken before the hour, you don't get the rest. So you don't get the hit dice.
Yeah. Well, we'll get this set up.
So if no one's doing it, it's just because you've got. It will take 2 men to move these reliably without rolls. So you get 1, 2, 3, and you've got a nod. So you can move 3 per round before I roll something. So you want 1 and 2 standing side by side.
Yeah, and then
As they are.
sort of one, like a gap for them to get in at the end of those shelves, and maybe one at half cover at the end of that alleyway.
Like that.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So we can sort of shoot over that kind of that half cover.
Ooh, that might still be too
Is it going to be too high?
tall. Still, yeah.
Like if we let it flat, will
you
that
could
still
let-
cause some sort of effect on
It'll.
them?
If you put another one on top of it, maybe
Yeah.
for the mob. It's a hit. I forgot to put. Silly me! I forgot to put a door in. I've got so many d20s now as well, in case these ones let me down.
I haven't even put combat music on either.
I think it's been on combat. Combat
Oh.
intensity max.
There we go.
Oh, here we go. Sorry. Love that.
Has anyone else got a
Door.
medkit or anything on them?
Nope. Do
what's
any
in
of the other
medkit?
guys with us have medkits on them?
Ooh. Someone roll a luck check. D100. 75 or up.
Is this going to be for Weaver? Let's let Weaver do it.
Luck check. D100.
32.
No, they don't have one.
I'm very lucky.
No. Right. Sorry. Ooh. Cool. So you guys move the first lot. I need to find somebody. My goddamn dice. Perfect. So as you're
how
moving,
much?
Yeah.
How much would lifting the door slightly affect the like I can't think of the word.
the structural integrity.
Yeah.
Lifting it wouldn't help the structural integrity, but it would give them a way of coming in. so they might be less inclined to smash. Like some of them will be trying to smash, but the ones closest will notice there's a gap and take the path of least resistance, right? So if you lifted it enough for them to squeeze through, they'll probably try to squeeze through.
That's what I was thinking. It's like, could we possibly lift it, get a couple people to lift it a small enough distance that I can lance down at them while they're still low enough, trying to get underneath.
Or maybe lift it enough to let one or two in and slam it back down again.
Let them in waves.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Do you know roughly how many bullets I've got left? Because it's still on my old sheet.
It was
I think you said about 13, was it?
yeah, because you had a full clip and you'd use some.
Yeah, I
Fancy
didn't
more.
use any in the last session, but so we had 13. We're thinking.
Yeah, I think in
Well,
13.
didn't you have some
No,
left and
no.
then found a whole clip?
Yeah, you had.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, you. I think you end up with loads because I think you had something like 9
Yeah,
left.
he
then you
shared
found
some with me. So,
Oh, he shared some. Okay,
so yeah, maybe you did a full clip and then some, maybe.
yeah. So you've got probably about 20 bullets
Okay, I'll do 20.
because if you
Yeah, I
shared
think that's
some
what
and
we said
50 clips.
last time as well. I think.
Yeah.
Just go with 20.
Yeah, because I'd written down how many you had for the first clip. Cool. That's really nice. Sorry, I just saw something else. Yeah, you could do that. So you move the first 3, and then you hear bang, and then big hit, and you see there's a small like. Then you see the corrugated where the corrugated like rolls. One of them like pops in a little bit. No light shining for anything, but you can see that the thing started to take a hit. Okay, you've got 3 movements of shelves if you want to move them from where they are now. You have the one at the moment here isn't going to provide anything. You put another one on top of it, it would provide you with half cover and provide them. They'll have to jump up over it.
And could we 5 over it half cover?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that then.
I'm
So-
going to be melee, so I'm going to stand front.
So you put one on top of there. I'm assuming
Where's the doorway again?
here.
Okay.
So you've
Yeah,
at the
so I'll
moment-
stand in the
Then
gap.
we're gonna
between-
want to move the ones actually behind it so we can stand behind it.
Yep. So where do you want these 2? That'll be your last 2 movements.
Maybe like I'm creating like another funnel between the sides of it, the ones on half cover. Enough for people to move around if needs be and funnel them around.
Like this.
Yeah, but the other way around.
Like
So it's like sort of lengthways.
Yeah. Cool.
So like parallel to the one that's a half.
Um, okay. Well, I want to stand. So I want to stand sort of the top bit,
mm-hmm.
where that one you've just put, like on that entrance.
So ideally, we're going to want people on either side to melee them, well as people can shoot down as well.
Do you want to stand?
I want to stand like right on the thing to block them in, so they can't get past. So only one can attack at a time.
Okay. So you want to front them up, or you want to stand to the side?
Front them up.
And maybe if Matthew can stand on top of the half cover thing
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
initially.
Because they shoot either side of me with the bows. If I stood there.
Or
One
shoot on
could.
side of you.
One could. The other one would have to shoot at a slight
They'd have to move between them, just
Yeah, yeah.
move into the space.
Yeah. If they
Like,
rotate the
this-
space. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And you're so you with the 10 though, because you're shooting down as well. You'll only be able to hit them once they'll come under the door, be able to stand up for 5, and it's the next 5 you'll be able to get them in. Because there's a 5-foot gap. Yeah, right below where you are is 5. 10 is there, but it's that hallway is 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you only hit them when they make their second step inside. You won't be from there.
Okay.
You won't be able to get them under the door. It's too far.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, I don't think we're gonna go with lift. Are we gonna go lifting the door or not?
I don't know. Could try. Yes.
You've also got 2 people you can place where you want. I'm not going to have them think for themselves. You've got 2 people to place where you think
Where's
they're
Dylan
best.
going to be? You could do the door, I guess, maybe, if you're not 100% strength. You and one of the other guys. You want to sort of lift the door up?
I'm not the strongest, but I'll try it.
If you put two of you on the mechanism to open the door, it will make the strength check easier to do. But it will be a strength because you're going to be
that makes more sense.
You're going to be opening the door against them, like pushing against it. So you're going to be, and then to get it, and then you got to hold it to a point. And if you let go, it's going to come down again, or it's going to attempt to come down. So there's a strength check for opening the door. The more people you put on it, the easier it becomes.
How many people got left? We got Dylan and what, 2 of us?
You got Dylan, Luke, wherever Luke's going.
I think me and Luke are going to be firing from behind the
So
house.
you and Luke are going to be rotating.
Rotate in that spot behind the cabinet, aren't they?
Okay. So you got 3. You got Dylan and the 2 buddies, and then the other guys are still coughing their guts up, but will possibly come online later on.
So if we put one of the guys like on the other side, like Dan is, like Beth is,
Mm-hmm.
and Dylan and the other guy doing the mechanism, or trying to anyway.
Yeah. And you got to try it back.
Yes, with the other guy 1 step further forward.
This one. Cool.
Yeah, so you
Again.
get hit by one of them as they come in.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if we are going for just lifting the door a bit, then I might as well move 1 step further forward, right? So I can get them as they're coming underneath.
Yeah, and then you can move back up onto there's more stock coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But remember, the idea of stacking 2 to get half cover is to make it hard for them, which means if you want to step back up, there'll be an athletics check involved. And you're wearing a full suit of armor.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like you can jump.
Yeah, I think
you're not going to jump.
anyway.
You're not going to be able to. So you'll probably
Maybe.
be rolling at a disadvantage
maybe
because you're going to
it's
lift yourself up. So just so you're aware before I go roll that with disadvantage because you're in a full suit of armor.
Yeah.
So if you jump down there, you could.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
you could come
annoying thing,
round,
obviously,
right?
is-
But I'm just letting you know that have that as being an obstacle, it has to be an obstacle for everyone.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah, the annoying thing with that, with not stepping down, is that they won't. Well, I mean, would they be prone as they get through the door?
They, no, not well. Yes, if you held an action, the first one you see, you will get at prone, but then that's just your reaction. So as soon as they have their turn, their movement speed, if you think about it, it's going to be to come through and then use half their move to likely stand up.
Yeah.
So if you're getting in the door, you might be able to catch a few prone, but it's only going to be your reaction. It's likely going to be 1 because then the rest of them, another one will climb through. They'll use their movement to stand up and then
it's not worth it, is it? Just for the 1. Yeah, I don't think the athletics check is going to be worth it for 1. Is it athletics acrobatics? You say sorry?
It will be. Did say athletics, but I'm just trying to think. I think it would be athletics because you're going to be. It's pulling your. Unless you, I mean, you're not trying to flip up there. You're trying to pull yourself up.
Armor would be athletics. Rather
Yeah, it's going to be athletics. It's pulling yourself up onto the thing.
Because you can't jump like dexterous.
Yeah, you're not jumping. You're essentially going to have your arms on it. You're going to be trying to pull yourself up and like kind of roll onto the onto the cabinet.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to step down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You jump down, break your ankle. Cool. So you're going to stand in there. You've got Beth to your left. This other guy who's definitely called something to
Is
your
that-
right.
Mohammed,
Right place to stand, or I have to stand one back to get his head?
Hunter, and Max.
If
Those
I
are the
remember rightly,
Yeah.
Dylan has 2 fire extinguishers.
I do have 2 fire extinguishers.
So if we strap them 1 to each of Matthew's legs, you can use them as like rocket launchers, like to boost himself up.
100%. 100% definitely could work. Just, I think you should. I definitely think you should try it. I'm not one standing away.
Any of these shelves got wheels on the bottom?
No, they're all.
Oh, we can add them to the bottom of the suit of armor, and then
Make
it could be like go
Skates.
power.
Those skates.
So as you go for you, the door's taking hits, and as you're hearing what was that
Just quickly,
scrabbling?
though, is that the right distance for me to be 10?
Yeah, so that you're 5, 10 is under the door.
Okay.
So as soon as you see something out the door, you're getting it if the door's going to open. Yeah, as you're there, and Matthew, you notice this with no need for a perception check. What felt like them scrapping and banging, and you're seeing little dents coming in now. You, as you step and you start to ready yourself, you just hear, and you're like, oh, and then it stops, and it's oh, and it's almost like they're, it feels like they're coordinating a bang. That it all hit. So where before it was like a lot of scrapping, a lot of like scraping at the door and screaming, you're hearing them now like they're all kind of almost like they've got a rhythm, like a drum's being banged, but that drum is the door that stands between you and them.
Clever girl.
I was just going to say that, you bastard.
And then you're starting to see bits of the joints on the corrugated door start to pop a little bit here and there. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before you get set?
I think we're ready, aren't we?
Yeah, I guess I got my action ready for when they start racing the door.
Can I hold an action as well?
You can.
Because I think I have to have line of sight at least for a minute.
You will. What we'll have if you're going to open the door, have the door be smashed open, which is getting pretty close. Then you will have a surprise round. So anyone that is within range will have an attack, and then we'll go into initiative order.
Okay.
So yeah, because you're opening the door, you're letting them come in. Your guys are prepped and ready for that. So anyone that is in range has a surprise. You have a surprise round of actions.
Can I just double check with the surprise round?
Yep.
You
Free
can
round.
just get a straight hit, or do you have to roll for a hit as well?
No, you have to roll for it. It's just like you have an action before the turns of action of.
Right. Okay.
So your initiative, obviously, a lot of you rolled quite low, right? So
Yeah.
you're going to have a lot of their combinations coming in, but you don't know where you're going to be. A surprise round is just like, here's a free round for one of the teams before we go into initiative.
Okay.
Prepare attack.
So yeah, so you can. Yes, so with your spice you can hold if it doesn't come on for you.
Ooh,
Who's at the doorway? Can't see from this angle.
Matt.
me.
Okay. Can I move one step forward and use my for the surprise round? Use my bonus action to help,
Yes, you can.
like assist. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm within range to assist him, so he can get advantage on his next roll.
If
Clever
I can,
girl.
I'm going to ready up.
You can both fire from where you are, but
Don't hit me.
Yeah.
I think I'll only have line of sight. But
No, both of you will be firing past Matthew.
Oh.
Matthew, do you want to move further back then?
But then he won't
Oh,
be able
no,
to
Back to
attack.
where I was.
I mean, it's just going to bounce off the armor, surely.
Yeah, of course it will.
Those two have helpful bonus actions. They can just help each other.
But yeah, so if you're going to fire, if either of you are firing on your surprise round, you're going to have an increase to AC because you're firing at an opening in a door. So you're going to be trying to fire at a prone creature with a ranged weapon, which is going to be disadvantaged anyway, and you're going to have to shoot past Matthew and not hit. So it's going to be disadvantaged with a higher AC to hit. If one of you helps the other, then it will denote. I don't think
It won't be
does-
disadvantage.
It won't be disadvantaged.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to think if that even works on prone creatures. It's always disadvantaged. No, it should cancel it. So it'd just be a normal attack, still at an increased AC. As you hit a door, again, Matthew, you're seeing it now. You're starting to see the light.
Right, let's
come
just-
through the door.
Get going with lifting this.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Lift.
So, Dylan, you can roll the strength check with advantage, or you can roll, and this other guy can roll, and we'll take them combined. Up to you.
I've rolled once and I've got a 16, so I'll stick with that.
Okay, nice. Well, you might as well roll. Do you want to? If you roll with advantage, you might as well see if it's higher, because
Yeah, the 16's higher.
then your second roll.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, cool. So with 16, you and you are with Matt. You're with the other Matt. You both get hold, and he's like, "You ready?" Yeah. So you start pulling, and you start to hear, and Matthew, you hear the door start to creak, and as it starts to creak, you hear a rabble, and as that little gap comes underneath the door, you hear more of the sound of like the scratching and the sound as it goes. You guys are pulling. As someone give it, as you start opening the door, when are you stopping?
When someone who can see the door tells us to, we can't see it.
Okay, so you just keep pulling the door. You guys are just pulling the chain there. Matthew, the first head pops underneath. You can roll your attack.
Okay. Yeah. And so this is prone, right? So,
Yeah, this is prone. So it's at advantage anyway, even without.
Oh yeah, he didn't need to come in.
Yeah, I just realised you need to.
That is 17.
17
I
definitely.
literally rolled 2 12s then.
So this you just see some. You see like what looks like 3 or 4 hands, and they're scrabbling beneath, and then one you get a shoulder and arm, and as that head comes through, so as the like head, neck, and it's across the shoulder blades of the door there, it looks up, and then you're straight in with the lance.
That is 12 damage.
12 damage straight through the head. The thing goes, and you pierce and remove the lance, and this thing it stays momentarily and then drops as it is wedged partway through the door. And you see now the scrabbling of the hands behind it there. The door is still opening as we go now. The 2 archers, men in tights. What were you deciding to do? So you can both fire, like I say, but you'll be at disadvantage and a higher AC. If you roll real bad, there's a chance you'll hit Matthew, but it has to be real bad.
I'll just ready an action and give bonus to. Oh, but we're going to initiative.
We'll be going into initiative this year, so you get like an attack. You get a thing to do now, otherwise you wait until you'll go. If you want.
Do we get like so I'll ready an action. And,
Do I get any movement with my thing or not? Or do I just have that attack and that's it?
It would normally be it would be a full go. So yeah, you would have your movement. Yeah.
Would the athletics check be a whole action, or would that
Yes.
could I do it as a bonus? Okay.
Yeah.
So I can.
So you can move back to getting ready to do the athletics check. So you're 5 foot
Okay.
back and front.
Yeah, I'll move. Yeah, I'll move back
Yeah.
to there then. Does that help give them a bit more space to?
No, not really. You're still stood right now.
Okay.
They'll shoot in the back of the head and it'll be really fun.
I'll just ready an action. I'll bonus action to help Luke.
Can I?
Oh, sorry. Actually,
help
before
as well?
as my bonus, can I tell them to stop with opening the door?
Yeah. Okay.
The halt at that point.
So the door is up to probably like knee height of a person. So there you and as you're stepping back, you see now that one is dead there, but that's enough space that more are starting to clamber through now as you see it.
Do I have a help action as well?
No, it's on
Yes,
your
yeah.
class. I don't think it's on your sheet. What?
He's the same as me. So he
Oh, is it? So yeah.
I'll help Edward then as well.
Okay. So you two are both just giving yourself advantage for your next rolls.
yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Beth, I'm assuming you're stepping back to where you want it to be.
Yeah.
Cool. And then Hannah, the other side is stood waiting as well. The 2 are on the gate. You've been told to stop. So Dylan, you and Matt are holding on to the chain now, bracing the door, and you can feel it's pulling against you. This will close if you let go of it. So you 2 are just there to hold that there now.
If we just drop it, will it injure anything that's trying to scramble through underneath it?
Could do, yeah. Cool. So we are round now into initiative, and it is Dylan up first. So you have hold of the thing. Whilst 2 of you there, it's easy enough to hold. And if you want to move it, like pull it further open, then it's a strength check. If you're holding it, it's fine with 2 of you. If you want to go down to 1 of you holding it, the person holding it will have to roll checks on their go if you want to release yourself from the wall. So you don't have to stand there.
We'll keep holding this.
So you 2 hold on there with the door. More of us scrambling through now. Matthew, you can see them scrambling through. You hear from behind as you've seen seeing more of these zombies kind of fall over each other, and that one that's dead, it's just been absolutely scrambled upon by the others now. You hear a shout, a scream as this from under the door. This howl comes towards you. Matthew, can you roll a con save, please?
So nat 20.
That's 20. Nice. You recognize the sound. You know that there is something out there that's screaming, that's corralling these things together, putting them into one force, trying to frighten you, but you shake it off. You're ready for this. As again, another hit goes against the door. And it is Luke. You're up.
Can I see any of them from here?
You can see, yeah, some of them are starting to. I can't put them on there, but you're starting to see heads appear under the door. So you can see that they're going to try and squeeze through two at a time, but they're not going to stand up two at a time. So they're going to come through one at a time as they push through.
I'm going to take a shot.
Yep. So.
And just a question. So obviously it's a D20 to see if I hit.
Yeah.
Do I get any efficiency on it?
You will get your proficiency, but your roll, because you're shooting at a prone creature with a bow, it's a disadvantage.
We get the advantage from my help. Actually.
So it's just a standard roll. So yeah, standard D20 plus your proficiency, and they're slightly harder to hit because you're shooting past them.
+2 then.
Yeah.
Plus your dex.
Yeah, +2 once. That's a 3.
Mark off that you just fired an arrow.
I rolled in that one.
Oh, you rolled a nat 1.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Poor Matthew.
Roll damage on it, just so I can see. Roll a d6.
That's a 3.
3. Matthew, as you're backing up to the thing, you just feel, you're like, oh! And you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you turn, and as you look over your shoulder, like on the back side of where your tricep is, you see an arrow just pointing out the back of there. As it just pierces through and nips into the back of your muscle. It doesn't pierce all the way in. You feel it hit your skin, you're like, fuck! You turn around, and Luke's just let go of his back.
Content 100% of the time.
It was literally like, the only way you're going to hit is if you roll on that one. And you rolled on that one, so it's good.
Literally fucking rolls on that one.
Your attention is quickly thrown back towards the door as you hear another boom. The door shakes again, but doesn't seem to take any further damage from there. As two will be trying to fight through. So one is underneath, one is stood up in front of you now. And stepping forward, Matthew, to take a swing at you.
Can I take my reaction? 3 attacks.
Your held action for the first one. I thought you gave. So you gave a bonus action, and you were also holding an action.
Yeah.
I think you didn't fire it at the one that came under the door.
No, I didn't know. Luke did.
Okay. Yeah, and you can fire. So it will be standard roll with a high AC.
Please don't throw it in that one. Don't throw on that one.
If it's standing up, do I not get an advantage?
He gave you help action. Yeah, it would be advantage.
That would be 0.
It wasn't on that one though, right?
No, I got 2 and a 1, but I have a -2 to my D20 rolls.
Oh, you got exhaustion. Yeah. So you're lucky that the 2 stopped it being another nat 1, because that could have been another bullet in the back, another arrow in the back of Matthew. As you fire it, and Matthew, you hear it ting, off the side of the helmet. And you're like, the fuck, this thing's coming towards you. That puts you off your defense as he swings in. That is I think that's going to hit. That's only a 11.
No.
So this thing just swings. It hits into your armor as you're there. At the moment, you're a bit like, what the fuck? You're going to attack from the front, from the side. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. As another head pops itself underneath there, and the door bangs again. It is now your turn, Matthew.
So I can't come up now, can I? Because that would be taking me out of range. So you get attack of opportunity.
You can try and roll it, but attack of opportunity. It can take its attack at you, but it's if you want to risk it.
It might be worth just doing it anyway.
Sometimes a calculated opportunity attack is worth it.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to go for it. So I need to roll an athletics check, right?
Yeah.
Or do you want to roll the opportunity attack first?
No, it'll attack. It won't. I was looking at this before because I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually stop. Only if it states. God, I think it's only if it states that it stops you moving does it stop you. I think if it hits you, it just glances you as you carry on running.
Oh, okay.
So it's only. Although no, I lie because if it hits you and grapples you, then that is exactly what it would be. Okay, so you're going to move that way. Let me roll it just so you don't waste anything.
Well, I got a 19 for my athletics check.
And I got a nat 20 on my opportunity attack.
You got a nat 20 on the attack.
Yeah.
Critical
Which
as
would
well.
mean. So the also slam as you try to step back and pull yourself up this thing. It's just seen the back of you right there. You're getting ready to pull and lift yourself up, and as you start to get your chest up, this thing goes right into the back of you, drags you down into the ground. I only rolled a 2 on the dice. That is 4 plus 1, so 5 points of damage, and it gets its arms around your neck now, and you are grappled by this one here.
Fantastic.
Very well. That's your go. You hear outside again another howl goes out from behind as Ted, you are up.
I'll take a shot at that one, grappling Matthew.
Yep. So that is
Please don't that one.
Yeah, that one.
yeah, that'll be that one. It's got a higher AC because of
Down bad already.
That'll be a 10.
10. No, so again with the arrow.
Yeah.
So you fire another arrow, and as it's there grappling Matthew, and Matthew, you're looking at Ted firing this bow towards you because you're facing that way towards him. You try and move out the way to help, and it just glances by. You hit the shutter of the door. Make sure you guys that have arrows are marking off your arrows.
Yeah.
You have 6. So that fires off and misses. Would you like to do anything else?
I will do a bonus action to loop to help.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
What if I forgot to do that?
No, it's not your goal, yeah.
All right, what did you get an initiative, Luke?
He did no.
I
He
got
did it for
16.
the stealth round.
He did it for my reaction, but this is my goal.
Yeah, what's your
Or
Nothing.
go.
My
Wait,
initiative
no.
was 16.
For
I think.
you
or
go.
16? Yeah, so you. What did you do? Did you do one before? Did you do one before it came? Yeah, you did because it came. No, you're right. You did.
Yeah, he was still.
You
There was
fired
still
him.
to help on.
Yeah, you
Burn
fired into the
before.
back of your arm. Why am I forgetting? That wasn't a reaction, was it?
No.
That's his
Mine
go.
was a reaction.
Yeah,
Luke
yours
was
reaction.
a
His was just his go to shoot Matthew. Beth, you're up as you're there, ready, waiting. Plan was Matthew to get out of the way. You've just seen Matthew lift himself up, and as he's got to do it, boom, this thing slam into the back of him, and it's now got his arms around him. If you stepped up, you could see you've got just enough of a line of sight to.
Yeah,
have this
I'm
guy.
gonna step forward and try whacking the zombie to try and break the thing with my machete.
Nice. So yeah, you're there
Which I'm
waiting.
still not proficient in, so we'll see how this goes.
Nice, with machete, I like it. So you step forward, seeing the plan's gone to pot straight away, swinging in.
Yes. 18.
18
Yes.
hits, nice. Well, your damage.
Fuck's sakes. 1 + 1, 2.
You hit, which was good. So yeah, you swing in, and you're trying to swing between like a shelving unit and Matthew's armor to get him. You slice into his arm, take a chunk out the top part of the shoulder muscle. This thing doesn't seem deterred by it, as it's just hissing, trying to bite its way into this armor. Good. Do you want to? You are technically now in its move, but it's used its reaction, so you can move back if you wanted. Beth.
I'm just going to stay where I am and just kind of try and hold the fort.
Okay.
Because I'm out of line of sight. I'm not going to get shot in the back unless these two fuckers completely mess up. So I'll stay where I am for now.
I'll flank round.
Help me.
I'll use my bonus action to help.
Okay. Yeah, you're staying within 5 foot. Yeah. Okay. Good. Oh, that's good. And then.
Is he still held because I hit the zombie?
Oh yeah, good point. You did hit it, didn't it? Oh, it's like a game. It's fun. No, He rolled a 3 on his strength check. The grapple is broken. The slice into the arm actually made one arm go dead. And Matthew, you managed to wriggle yourself out of the grasp of the zombie. As we are back round to the top. Those guys he's going with you. Let's make sure I make the other guys go. The other guys don't do anything. I know, you can still get in there as well. Can't you? Mohammed's taken lead from you, Beth. Is going to step forward and swing out with his club. And he rolls a natural 1. So he just swings out and just banging against, trying to just reach around. Yeah. He has to switch it to his left hand. It's not his natural hand. It's his swing around, and you just hear him clattering the shelf. He's not hearing anything there. Oh, wow. Why look us down like that?
I was half expecting that just to hit me then.
Yeah. He wasn't shooting through you, luckily. If he was trying to hit you, Dylan.
Steelers wheel springs to mind there. Stuck in the middle with you.
Back. I like the beginning bit when you're like, should I jump down? Yeah, might as well. Might be right. At this moment,
I mean, to be fair, I got a really good athletics check.
Yeah.
You rolled a nat 20.
Dylan, back round to you at the top. You are still holding the door where it is.
Nobody has said to close the door.
Yeah.
I can't see what's going on beyond the shelving, so I will continue to hold the door.
Nice. You are holding the door. Hold the door. Matt is helping you with that, so he's going to hold on. Luke, you are up. You can see the arrow that you left in Matthew's shoulder.
I can't
Jump
quite
out.
grab it.
Retrieve it.
I can't grab it yet, can I?
Climb up on the
you can
unit.
climb up and try and remove it from his shoulder whilst he's stood there if you want.
If you're
Yeah.
on top of that unit, will we get the normal AC on a hit?
Yeah, you'll be shooting over his head
Yeah.
from there. Yeah. If you stood, you'd have to stand on, like you'd have to be at the front rather than the back. But
Yeah.
Do I make it interesting or do I make it easier?
You could go on the unit and counter now kick the zombie.
definitely jump down into the mix. What could possibly go?
Then I'll probably get a nat 1 and hit Haywood. So I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna get on the unit.
You're gonna climb. Okay, could be an athletics check.
$19.
19. So yeah, you jump, pull yourself up. To your surprise, very dexterous. That is your action to pull yourself up onto there. So your
Can I still attack?
no, that's your action. So that's your one
Oh.
move. So you can position yourself, but you can't attack because to climb up. To make it an obstacle for the enemy is to make it an obstacle for yourselves.
Then I will take my arrow, and then that will be the end of my action. I
That's,
think.
I'll give you that's a free one. Yeah, Matthew, if you're there, you just had the grapple released. Beth come in and slice the arm this thing, and you see Luke comes up behind you. He just leans down and goes, ah, pulls the arrow back out of your
I'll be
shoulder.
taking that.
Cool.
Thanks.
There we have.
No problem.
Try not to hit me next time.
Can't promise anything.
So, Matthew, if you're there, you've got this one in front of you. Hits another big bang into the and into the gate as the front gate is now showing gaps everywhere. You can see bits, and you see fingers start to pull through. And as the fingers pull through, they're getting sliced on the metal where it's caught there. And there's just this. You can see that this is not going to last much longer. This door, as this boy is going to go for you again. He's top of the order. As he swings out again, that is a 18.
It does not hit.
Does not hit. So this one swings out, just again glancing off your armor as another one forces himself underneath and up, and another head is there. This one is going to roll. He is going to try and force his way around. 17 does. This one you see just trying to force round, jumps into this as it rolls. It's prone on top, but this thing jumped as it got through and got itself stood up. So every time you can't see one here underneath this door, there's always a head the next head is the one that stands up, and the head replaces it. As these things are fighting their way through over that dead body, with the amount of gap that's left there, it gets in behind it. Matthew, you see this thing just tries to push through, and it just throws itself as it's trying to find a gap to get through to eat one of you onto the shelving unit. It's not braced. This thing comes down. This thing lands prone on top of it, but that's its action and movement. Another head appears underneath, and the door takes the bash in, and it's your turn, Matthew.
Okay, well, I am going to. Do I go with the disadvantage with the? Actually, you gave me help, didn't you? So, yeah, I'll go with my lance then, the one in front of me.
Yep.
So it's just normal roll, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry, you come down, just try and bonk this thing. You're not going to get the sharp end, but you know that the piping itself is strong enough to do some damage.
That's a 14.
14 hits.
And that is 12 damage.
12, nice. You just come down straight, and as you get enough leverage, straight into the top of the head of this one, you split the skull in half. This one falls and is dead. I will move them from the board for the sake of space for myself. You get it actually cracked through in the and with the blunt end of like the blunt just pipe there to be able to just crack straight into the skull and do that was some force shown there. But as you move it, this thing hits the ground, rocks off to the side of the shelving unit, it wobbles slightly, and you are free.
Can I? Oh, no, I can't do that. I have to use it as a normal action. Right? Fuck.
Yep.
I guess I'll just stay where I am.
Cool.
Help Beth.
I can't because that's not part of my.
Oh, it's nice.
You hear from underneath.
Actually,
yep.
Quickly, just before, I am going to use my second wind.
Yep.
Is that something I can actually do as a bonus?
Yeah. You're like, what bonus actions do I have? Oh yeah, shit, second wind.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I've added my health back on.
Cool. So you hear again from the door. The door is now getting bashed. You see gaps. You almost see the pine through there as you hear this howl come through the door towards you. Can Beth and Matthew make Constitution saving throws, please?
That is a 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 passes.
That is a 4.
4. So as this howl comes through, if you've just seen this shelving unit that was your cover fall down and land, the zombie in front of it, and you hear the howl. And you weren't here for the first fight as well. The hairs at the back of your neck stand up. You look down, you get goosebumps down your arm. What the fuck is happening? You are considered frightened.
He doesn't, just clarify, Beth doesn't have hairs on his back because he waxes.
He has small hairs. Everyone has small hairs on the back of their neck. Hairs don't stand up on your back. Not like a hedgehog, like a porcupine.
Might have to go see a doctor then.
It's like a cat. But yes, you are now considered frightened of whatever is behind the door. And that is... Let's go.
Can I move around the shelves at the bottom to get a shot on the one that's on the top of the shelves?
You want to... Sorry, right? You want to come... Bottom is this way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, where do you want to go? You want to get to the shelf?
Yeah, as far as I can to get a shot on there.
So you can use all your movement to get to... You're right to the corner, which is technically an edge of it, yeah. But this one.
So what distance is that?
That'll be 5. So this will be down as 4 squares because he's prone there. We'll say that he is within your attack range. What's it?
And do I have to take an action to swap weapons?
No, you can swap weapons once, but then on your next go you'll have to swap back.
Okay.
So yeah, if you throw the bow
take
on,
hit with that with my cane.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, and it's at advantage because it's prone there. So as this thing comes down, you come around, you scrabble around the side of the thing you see on the floor there, and you just come down with the cane.
So that'd be 19.
19 definitely hits.
They 4 damage. Sorry, 3 damage because it's minus 1.
Nice. See, as it's there, it looks up towards you, just whack straight into the back of it. You hear like the bone crack in there as you pull back. This thing just looks fucking snarls as you crack it right in the back. Crack it right in the back. Cool. Beth, you are up.
So there's no zombies anywhere nearby, are there?
Yeah, there's one on this thing right here.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, I thought he was down.
No, he's prone, sorry.
So as he's on there, do I get advantage for hitting him because he's prone?
Yes.
Can I hit him from where I am, or do I need to move?
No, you can. No, you can hit him from there.
I can. Okay, cool.
Just about hit from there.
So I'll hit him with my advantage from being prone.
Yep.
I'll try and like stab him. Like,
Actually, I've let.
move me if I need to move. Like,
Yeah, no, it's not fine.
whatever.
The die. Got it.
Dirty 20.
20. Nice. Definitely hits. The machete again.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage.
It's like stabbing him in the leg.
Yeah, you literally slice down into this leg and you just cut straight through. You see the muscle open and the flesh that is all white underneath before the blood starts to come through. Such a deep cut that actually the blood doesn't come through for a while. It leaves an open wound. As this thing again looks back at you and snarls. Very animalistic.
Bonus action, help, Matthew.
Cool.
Done.
Mohammed
spells.
is going to step to the side and brace this shelving unit just in case if there's no one else there. Seeing the other one fall down, and we are back to the top with Dylan.
I've still not heard anything about dropping this door. No, I still can't see shit beyond the shelf, so we are holding the door.
The door. Guys, hold in there.
Dylan is now Hodor.
Dylan is now hold. Luke, you are up.
Okay, I'm guessing there is one for me to hit somewhere down
There is, yes. So you won't have the AC problem because you're shooting over, but you just seen a head coming under the door. So if you're going to shoot with the bow, it will be at disadvantage because they're technically blind. But you can still fire it. It won't have its increased AC, so it's just as easy to hit as it would have been. But you're rolling with 2d20, taking your lowest number.
And he can't hit me with that one, right?
He can't hit you now.
Good.
Oh, no, it doesn't seem worth it.
Whoa! Hang on a second.
I'm confused. What's going on?
Yeah, I'll have another go. Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's all right. It's the worst that can happen.
Well, I'm consistent at least. I rolled 2 5s, so that'd be 7.
7, no. So as you fire down towards this one, as it's crawling through there, you just ting, and it pings and just shoots under. You see the arrow disappear underneath the door. Mark off another arrow. Gone. You still have your movement if you would like it.
I'll stay put.
Stay put. Oh, that's a big. Oh. Nice. So you see one. One comes through, and as Matthew, you see one steps up and steps towards you. The door behind it just clatters in as I roll a natural 20 for my attack on the door. The metal breaks. Dylan, give me a perception check. Hello?
Sorry, you said perception.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You feel here that You have no control over this gate anymore, as you hear the smashing of the metal, and you feel the tug on the chain, and as you grip, you realise it's not pulling against you. You go to release your hands. Nothing's happening with this thing anymore. You fear the worst for the front door.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, Matthew, you see. You see the door break open. The floodgates are gone. Bit of a shame I wasted a natural 20 on the door, but you know. So the one that's up first, the red dude, who is prone, is going to stand up, half his movement, and going to take an attack towards you, Ted. That is a 21.
Definitely hits.
Jumps down, a slam towards you. Oh, four on the dice. That's 5 points of damage as this thing throws itself towards you off the thing, hits you for 5, and you are now grappled. Ah, my boy. Finish round. How smart I have with it, and then that one stand on top of it. Cool. He's through. Behind the green one, gets up. He's going to swing at Matthew for another natural 20.
Fucking hell.
This dice.
Loaded dice.
Oh,
Loaded dice.
good. My Rondel Firebid. It's my Firebid dice. I've been saving it for using in other D&D sessions rather than now. So 5 points of damage to you. And you are also grappled.
Oh. Good job I used my second wind.
This good job, you use your second wind. And then the one behind is going to pounce at the door, the shelf unit. Only rolls a 9 damage. So you see behind as well, Mike. You just be grappled as you're fighting there, and Beth, you definitely see this one charging in behind, just throws itself against the shelving unit. It rocks, and Dylan, you see this as well as it rocks towards you, and you've got Mohammed just there breaching it. You look towards him, and he's like, he looks like he's shitting his pants, but he's got this shelving unit braced, and it seems to have held this time round. Matthew, you are up.
Okay. So it has to do a check. If I attack it normally, it still has to do a check to see if it keeps the grapple, doesn't it?
Yep. Yeah, you can break the grapple, or you can attack it to see if it drops its grapple. It hasn't been hit. This is a fresh boy.
I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
Obviously, with the help, means it goes back to just a normal roll, doesn't it? Takes away the disadvantage for the lance.
Yep. Yep.
And that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 definitely hits.
That is 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Big hit. This thing takes a lot of damage. You try the same move again. Not as successful as it was before, but it only rolls a 2 on its grapple check. So you, it discombobulates it enough with the attack that you are no longer grappled by it. As you see, it takes the damage. You see the big dent in the side of his face, but its eyes, well, at least one eye now slightly lazier than the other, stares back towards you. But yeah, it realizes its harms have now released you from its grapple. Anything else?
I am going to shout over to the three that are behind that cabinet.
Yep.
To tell them to push the cabinet towards the door.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So there you are. Yeah. So you shout out to
Mohammed, Dylan, and Matt.
Yeah, and they'll hear the call out for push the cabinet. Next, we should use half its movement. Jumped against. This boy's going to run in. 5, 10, 15. 20 to pounce at Beth as this second speedy boy comes charging in. That is another natural 20.
Wow.
I'm never not using this dice. That is so. Beth, can you give me a strength save, please?
12.
12. You are fine. You do take 5 points of damage.
Eek.
As this thing slams into you, you feel like it was attempting to push you onto the ground. You're lucky you kind of, as it shoves you, you save yourself against the back as the shelving unit rocks, but you manage to keep yourself upright. It doesn't grab you, it just hits you with a slam. It was trying to get you down on the ground.
As a free action, I put my middle finger up it.
Nice. So 5, 10. It's going to bonus action disengage. 25, 30, 35. Just going to make its way around. Ted, you are up. You are grappled by the one in front of you. It is looking fairly weak, though. It's got hold of you, but it's kind of the strength in its grapple is in the fact that it's used its weight to fall off the cabinet, and it's managed to grab you. Its legs, you can see it kind of dragging behind where Beth is just sliced into the kind of calves of this beast.
I will roll for attack then. That'll be 14.
14 hits.
And 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. It's just enough. As you with the staff again, with the cane.
Yeah.
So yes, this thing is there trying to get you to spin around, bang across the face with a knock it to the side, releases its grapple, and you are freed. This thing is dead. Like I said, I'm just moving bodies for the sake of space, but yeah, you are now free from the grapple. And as you set yourself, you see, and you had seen as well, this speedy boy just shoot round the side as it's pouncing and running around to try and get itself some space.
With that one just having disengaged, if I was to move, would it get an attack of opportunity on me still?
It would. It disengaged to not take one there, but it's now in your.
Okay.
But you can chance it if you like. You can do it.
Yeah, I think I need to.
Yeah.
You can't get 4 nat 20s in a row, right?
I mean, it's going to attack me anyway, either way, so I might as well try and get away.
So you're going to step back?
Yeah, I'm going to try to go back around the shelves.
Yeah, cool. So as you step away, it can't grapple you, so you'll get away anyway. I rolled a 14 plus its attack, so 17.
Hits, yeah.
So it will swing at you as you get away, hit you for 3 points of damage.
Ow.
As it grasps, but you get it can't grapple you, so you get your full movement. So 5, 10, 15. Where else would you want to go?
As far away as I can.
20, 25, 30. Yeah. Get away to the back here. Beth, you are up. You got slammed by this beast. It pushed you in, almost disappointed you didn't fall. You snarls, turns, run around the back, and as you see Ted take down a guy, you see it swing out at Ted on your left hand side as Ted disappeared around the corner. Matthew is fronted up, and you can see there's at least 2 inside the building now, and you heard him call out to the guys to push the shelf.
Did you say me? Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to get round, so I think I'm just going to have to hit the zombie in front of Matthew.
Yep.
Just try and give him a bit of breathing room, because he can't do anything with his spear at that range.
And you see that it's got the side of its head caved in as well, so it's looking pretty fucked up.
Yeah, well, watch me miss. 15.
15 hits.
Hey!
See, sometimes you hit people.
Just call me Rambo. Not Rambo. Oh, I was going to say, just call me Machete, but that doesn't really work because I've got Machete.
Call me Michelle.
Yeah. Fucking, what's his name?
Danny Trejo.
Danny
Danny
Trejo.
Trejo.
Oh,
Yeah. That would have been better. Call me Danny Trejo. There we go. That's 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage is enough. Big swing in to the side. So you where this half of his face would have caved in, you slice into the neck as and as you move the shade like a little puppet doll down to the ground. Did that is
Call me the
your
puppeteer because I've destroyed that puppet.
yeah. You still have movement. You are not in anything.
And a bonus action.
A bonus action.
Yeah, no, I'm going to help you with the bonus action. It's more whether I want to move anywhere else because I don't want to because by being here, I kind of act as a screen. Because obviously they've got to get up and stuff. I can't do that without an action. I'm going to stay where I am, and I'm going to use my help as bonus action, or whatever it's called.
Yep. Perfect. Mo heard the call. Here, rolls on 4. So you see Mo tries to push into the shelf, and it wobbles a bit, but it's not going anywhere. He manages to hold it up, but pushing it down, not so good. Door is dead. Dylan, you've heard the call from Matthew to push the shelf. You are free from your door holding duties because the door is gone.
I guess I will try and push the shelf.
Yeah. Matthew will give you the help with that one, much like he was doing with the thing. So give me a strength check with advantage athletics. Shoving it.
Sorry, athletics or strength?
Athletics with an advantage.
What the fuck is that? Okay.
Should be some strength.
That is 17.
17, nice. You two kind of move Mo out of the way.
Wait,
you both...
16, sorry, I'm exhausted.
No, that's fine. 16 is still enough. You shove and this thing rolls forward. The one before it is dead, slams into the ground, slows this boy down, but he wasn't quite through yet on his run.
Oh, I was hoping to get his
Puts
head
down.
as he was through.
That
And
space
with
still
that,
five.
I will move
Yep.
behind this row of shelves that's behind me.
There, or all the way around.
How far can I move?
15, 20, 25, 30. You can get in this crack here.
I will move there, and if I can, I will help Ted.
You are just within the 5 foot to help Ted too.
Okay, so I'll use my bonus action to help Ted.
Cool. Matt is seeing that he's coming through. He's going to stand side with what's his face? Mohammed to hold the front door, and that is then our runner boys. Just right. Yellow. It was all yellow. But 10, he can't get a full run up. He's going to charge straight in at the metal man. That's not going to hit. It's only a 14.
Nope.
So he just runs it, slams straight off your armor, screams in your face, realizing that he has cocked up. He's going to. What is he going to do? He's definitely going to disengage. Just want to go the same way. He's gonna, he's gonna slam into you, screech, survey what's going on, and just run back out, leaving space. Luke, you are up. As he jumps, one is up the doorway.
Okay, I'm going to go third time lucky. I'm going to go for my bow again, the one at the door.
Nice, and this is as normal a shot as you're ever going to get. D20.
12.
12 hits. Finally,
Hit him.
the bowman gets it. Roll your damage.
Is John Wick and Robin Hood?
3.
3. It's a body shot.
D6.
You went for center mass to make sure you hit, and you hit straight down, right into the tip. Boof. Have a little giggle to yourself as the arrow pierces the breast of the zombie. It's a hit. But it could have been stronger. As this thing looks down, looks up at you, and snarls as it's coming through the door.
Then she shouts out moist nipples.
That enrages them for some reason, and they all attack and kill you now. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on. Right, so it goes up 5, 10. There's no reason why it would be charging towards you two now. Matthew, this one is going to try and grab you. That is no, it's only a 9. Swing and a miss. 15, 20. We'll get to that goal. There, swing at Mohammed. Yeah, that's a 17 plus 3, just a day. 20. Mohammed takes 4 points of damage. And is grappled by this one here. You can get in there to Beth. That is a 17, Beth.
17 hits.
I thought so.
Very much so.
4 points of damage, and you are grappled.
Oh my god, this is the first time I've ever been grappled.
How's it feel? Do you like it?
Yeah.
You tight?
I just like the red circle.
20. Right, this one's going to get down, but can only get close. Doesn't have any speed. Let me do some quick maths. 3, 4, 5, 8. Matthew, you're up.
Okay, well, I'm going to go for the one that's grappling Beth.
Yep. That's still 5 foot.
Yeah, I got the health though, so it's still
Okay,
roll.
yep.
That is 14.
14 hits.
And that is 7 points damage.
Is 7. Big hit.
Yeah.
This one looks weak as it tries to hold on to its grapple. Rolls a 3. Loses the grapple on Beth. Your grapple was fleeting as you are now freed. Matthew, you have movement and bonus action.
No.
No?
Not gonna do either.
No. I
'Cause
don't
I can't do either.
Cool. So,
There's no point moving from one space to the one next to it, is there really?
this boy is going to speed round after his man 5, 10, 15, 25, 30 and pounce at you. That is a natural 19. So assuming it
That
hits.
hits.
And that's 5 points of damage. You're a stealth check.
Yeah, and I'm down.
You're down. Cool. He pushes you. And with the shunt, so he pushes you out of range there. You are, well, incapacitated. This big boy is taking you out. And that's all he can do because he ran the full distance. Head, it is on you now. Can I have a death save, please? And Beth, you up next.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said death save, and I was
No,
like,
I
I'm
did.
waiting.
I did, yeah. That's what I was
I'm going to go for the one that grappled me before as kind of like a revenge thing.
Yep, it's the weakest one in front of you.
And we'll see what happens. 18.
18, that's a big hit.
And that's 6 plus 1. That's 7 with the machete. I'm just going to try to machete its legs out from underneath.
Right, nice. And you, as you machete through, you cleave clean through one leg and then get stuck in the second leg as this thing screams, falls. And as you remove it, comes straight down and the breath leaves its body. Dead.
Wait, zombies breathe?
Yeah, they scream, so they have to have some air in them. It's more like they're like a big bagpipe to keep it on point. Beth, that is you. Mohammed here is going to fight this one.
Screams Zig Zigar as he goes down.
That's exactly.
We're blending worlds. One of the worlds is a dream world for the other one, but we don't know which one it is yet. He only rolls a 11, but that still hits. He's going to try and twat the zombie on the head. Rolls 5 points of damage. Big hit from Mohammed. And the zombie maintains its grapple, though. So he is still grappled. Background on top. Dylan, you are up. You've just seen... hang on, sorry. Cool. Yeah, Dylan, you've just seen this thing come out of the corner and take Ted out. As you are up.
Do I recognise this as one of the speedy bastards from the last fight we had in here?
Yeah, when you're helping. You think about it, you've just helped Ted. You're peek around the corner, and all of a sudden you hear the footsteps, and then Ted just gets shunted back, and that's that sort of speed. If it was a normal zombie, you would have seen it come in the way off. This thing shot in and punted him across the room.
Yeah, well, one of these fucked me up the last time round, so
They did.
I think I'm gonna do something stupid.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes.
That's what we love to hear.
Oh, no.
Well, not that stupid. I'm gonna pull out this fucking shotgun.
Yep.
I have two
Never
shells,
pull out.
Yep.
so I'm gonna take a blast at this thing with a shotgun. I have no idea what my dice rolls are for this.
Nice.
Don't you need to be, if you're within 5, doesn't it have disadvantage within 5 foot?
No, not within. Shotgun's fine. I think.
Cool. That's really good.
Yeah, we looked at this last time and then realised it wasn't that. It was. It has a range of 30 foot, so it's just you can fire it from ever. It's just over 30 foot was the problem. So you are rolling. So yes, two-handed. So you have to use that.
Dex.
You're rolling dex, but not proficiency because martial ranged.
Okay, so
telling me-
dex, but no proficiency.
You're telling me Dylan's not proficient in pigeon shooting?
No,
Clay pigeon shooting.
he's
Clay
not.
pigeon shooting.
That'd be so funny.
That shocks me.
That is a 21.
Funny enough.
No,
Jeff-
actually, it's a dirty 20 with the.
Oh yeah, of course. Yep, that definitely hits. So you are rolling 2d8. Yeah, 2d8 piercing.
2d8 is 15.
15. These boys are big though. Lou, he hasn't been hit yet.
Can I aim for its kneecaps to try and slow it down?
So you can aim. You can try and aim towards his kneecaps, but it is a it's a shotgun, so it just sprays across. So yeah, as you almost step out from the shadows, this thing just punted and it's looking at Ted, the prey it's just taking down. You step out, boom, massive shotgun. This thing screeches as its whole body gets peppered. It almost drops to one knee where you're aiming for its kneecaps and looks back at you. It looks fucked up. There's like bits of holes in its like arm where the pellets have just shredded through certain bits. It's standing, but it is pretty fucked. There's a big it's a big noise as well.
Can I get to the room where those other two are poisoned and have been standing doing fuck all?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Okay,
step over Ted's dead body.
Yeah, I'm gonna step over Ted for now. And go into that room.
Yep.
And tell those two to get the fuck out there.
Yep. So as you get into that room, you can see that they're still, as they look at you, their eyes are just red, bloodshot. But you can see that whilst the tears are streaming down their face, they were getting ready, and they were like, you could see that their weapons had been drawn as they were just like, what the fuck's going on?
Get the fuck out there. We need help.
And one of the guys looks down, the one that is not Hunter, Max, looks, she goes, all right, and just yaks up one more time and goes, all right, let's go.
Good shit.
They are on the initiative order. Matt is up. He is going to swing at this one in front of him here. That is a 9+, so that will hit, and that's 4 points of damage to that one in blue. Ouch. Fucking hell. Right. Blue. Cool. Big hit. And just carries on, steadies himself there as he's ready to keep going. It is now our other boy who's kind of fucked himself by running out. You are going to hear from outside again a big howl from the one that ran and cleared. Can those who is from Beth and Matthew roll con saves again as you hear the frightening howl? Roll them with advantage because you've seen it multiple times now. Or heard it multiple times.
Well, that was lucky. 14.
15 for me.
Nice. So yeah, you hear the howl. You know exactly what this is. It's fine. You see Mohammed looks towards you as he's clocked it, and he looks a little bit shaky. Luke, you are up. The man has stood on the cabinets. Behind you, you've heard Ted go down, and obviously you heard the fucking shotgun go off. So as you spin, you can see that there is one that is looking weak. Behind you, you've got the 3 or 4 in front of you as well, and you can see that Ted is down as well.
Canton kick finisher.
Ah, see. Am I going to do something stupid as well?
Probably.
Please do.
Right. Do I 360 no scope the one behind me?
I would recommend not 360 no scoping with a bow and arrow, but you can if you want.
Change to my.
You said this last time here.
I know he hit last time, but also there's like when there's character deaths on the line.
And also 360 does that, if he gets that wrong, it means that the bow could release at any point on that journey round.
Technically,
So
it's a
I'm
180.
in firing range again.
Yeah, you'll do a 360, you'll be firing that door. If you do a 360 no scope, you will be rolling at disadvantage to hit something, and if you roll bad, you have 1, 2, 3 people on that 360 that you could be spun into. So I'm all for doing it, but you will likely kill someone.
It's Luke's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't stop what will happen after this fight to your character if you make decisions as your character.
He can't stop stupidity.
The world, you guys live in it, man. You do. If someone strings you up, I mean it's up to them.
Yeah, when everybody else that's human and alive after this decides to kick the shit out of you.
In that case, I won't do something stupid.
I don't know. You sure?
Ah, boo!
I'm
Boo!
going to turn around and I'm going to Kantakana kick the guy from the top of it.
So you're gonna
doing something stupid.
Yeah.
That's a normal move.
So you're gonna try and cannon kick this guy.
Yes.
So you've got the height.
Running, jumping, cannon kick, awesome.
You got the height for it at least.
High
Got the high ground.
And I've got
Luke, you
+4.
got the high ground.
And you got what?
Yeah, and I've got acrobatics. I've got +4 as well.
Okay. Roll your acrobatics check to hit your unarmed attack.
16.
16. I like it. So yeah, and it's not that difficult. You've got the height already. You've got it there. You turn, you run, you try and cannon kick. You kind of fuck the cannon kick up a bit, but you clatter into this thing definitely. Roll. Well, you're not even rolling for damage because you don't have the same thing that matters. It's just
1 damage, isn't it?
Yeah, it's your strength modifier. 1 plus your strength modifier.
+1 then, I guess.
So it's 1. You did 1 point of damage. So this thing was looking pretty weak. It's still looking about the same level. Pretty weak. Oh, was it 2?
Yeah. +1, yeah.
Still.
They're not both not
Did he
pro.
kill it? Did he kill it?
No, it rolled to save its prone. So you jump. No, it didn't kill it. You only rolled 2 damage. It wasn't that fucked up.
Its head just explodes by the power of magic.
It turns as it's down, like half crouching. It turns to look up as the light gets covered by this flying chef towards him. Kind of kicks him, kind of just lands on it, and as he stumbles back, because he was already on his knee, it stops him falling prone. As you are now down next to him after successfully landing with your 16. Congratulations! So you managed to kick, land, roll off him, and 3-point superhero land. You're now stood face to face with the thing.
I'll call that success.
I mean, you may well save Ted's life by creating another enemy. Let's be honest.
That was the plan all along. Yeah.
I mean, Luke took what, two bites last time?
He just took
Or
two
three?
bites.
It was a three.
No, I think. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. 'Cause we just didn't stack
Yeah.
it.
So the odds are he's fucked.
That's Luke's go. So it is right. Yellow boy up towards you, Matthew. That is that's low. That's a 11.
Nope.
So again, the armor coming in useful. This like female zombie in front of you, just scratching at you. You can hear the ting ting ting. It's just not, but nothing is getting through you. Don't feel safe, but you definitely don't feel like you're getting super.
It's a Karen. She asked to speak to his manager.
Yeah, it's a full Karen. It's got like a neighbourhood wad batch on.
She called that.
The one.
Was she a HR specialist?
Yeah, I think that's it. She got a fire warden jacket on. The one in blue is
She
going
called
to
Cassie.
Oh, I couldn't kill Cassie. I'll kill her when I know it's here to watch her die. The one in is going for Mohammed's got grappled, tries to get in, and Mohammed's wildly wiggling away, trying to stop himself. Knows what he's doing. He's hunching his shoulders up to try and stop this bite coming in. Manages to get away with not being bitten. The one in front of not Hunter. Sorry, the one in front of Matt rolls a 19. Not Matt. The NPC Matt. That hits him. That's 5 points of damage, and he is grappled. First hit he has taken though. But yeah, he did not like that one bit. Blue, and then we've got it's more coming in. That one can get just up in front of Beth in the spare space there. Beth is a fresh bit of meat comes in. That is another natural 20. Soz. I only rolled a 1 on the dice though, so that is 3 points of damage. And
Things are looking rough on the lukewarm scale.
On the doctor scale, what
the doctor. And that's also that's not clear route. All he can do is get down to you for his movement. As he can't move very far, this point, you have awoken the boys. 5, 10, 15, 20. Comes charging out with a machete is the man you barely know as Hunter, as he's wiped the fucking streaming tears from his eyes. He's got a little bit sick on himself, but he looks determined to twat someone. I rolled a nat 20.
So in the vein of the Cantlock kick, does he come out and pedigree him?
No, he doesn't fuck around.
Does his nails?
This guy is called Hunter. He's in a zombie apocalypse.
Exactly.
He comes out as this one's staring, and Luke, you watch this guy just almost. He doesn't even run out. He kind of just strides up, machete across, slices through this, takes the head clean off with a 5 on the dice, 10 damage to something that was very weak. As that runner drops down in front, and as he swipes and looks down, he just shakes the machete and just looks at you, Luke, just like nods, and then
I'll nod back.
he is going to turn his attention as he's attacked them.
Is this my new Greg?
No, he's better.
That's for
than
you to decide.
Yeah, that was his almost his full movement. So he is going to just kind of check in. Nah, fuck it, he's gonna stay down. We can't do anything. Matthew, you're up.
Is that my? Do I not need? No.
You're much lower.
Am I
That's
not?
good. Yeah.
I guess I'm going to go for the one that's grappling Beth again.
Yeah, nice. So this new one's
I
coming. The
did
one in
just
front of
my
you is
help as well.
screaming at you as you try and whack the one that's there against Beth.
That is a 12.
That hits. It rolled a 2 on its strength check, so whatever the damage is, it breaks the grapple.
That's 10 damage.
Oh, 10 damage, it kills it.
It
Straight out.
definitely breaks the grapple.
It definitely breaks the grapple because it's dead. As you, again, stay move, you've got this, as they're above you, they're leaning over, you seem to have got the leverage right with this lance now, even at disadvantage, to just manage to get the smash in and begin to crack the skull open on this one as its hands just fall loose against Beth's sides, drops to the ground. That is you.
I mean, the help is definitely,
The help
definitely
is
doing a good job
definitely
for me on
help,
this.
yes. Without the help, you may well have been screwed. The runner in blue is dead, so it is Ted. You are up. Another death save, please. Beth, you are up next.
So go for the other one on the table, the one in front of Matthew.
There's one to your left as well, just so you're aware.
Oh, was that? Oh, I didn't realise that was a zombie because it looked white,
Yeah,
not
it
grey.
moved.
Okay.
Yeah, it moved round.
Oh, I'm going to go for the one on my left then, my level, and because we're
Well,
vaguely
Jim.
surrounded here. Which is... Oh, that's a 7. That's a miss.
That is a miss. So yeah, you swing and a miss out there. I'm
I use my help action on Matthew.
just waiting for that. Mohammed
Not gonna
is going to try and break this grip on this one, and blue has got him there. He rolls shit, so does not get out there, and then secondary. How funny! I stole John's mini for the last guy, and his job is going to be coming out to stabilize the doctor to stop him rolling death saves. So, in some weird, cruel, twisted universe, John comes out to save. It's not John, it's Max. He just looks like John. So yeah, this guy comes out, and
They're twins.
Ted, you come round as you've got standing in front of you. Max, this guy that you've barely met, is there, stabilizes you, gets you up, checks you're okay. You see at your feet, just checking over your shoulder, is this guy Hunter with his machete out, and Luke is sat up against the cabinet there. Around you, you don't see the zombie that took you down, but you are stabilized, still prone. You're at 1. Well, you would be at 1 health point. Oh no, you didn't get yourself up, so yeah, you're at 1 health point.
Yeah, yes, I'll be at 1.
It's Max's turn as he still will have movement there, right? Yeah, he's going to start trying to make his way around. Yeah, no, they're not stupid. They're not Luke's. I was going to climb up and jump off, but it's ridiculous. That's ridiculous!
Stupid, you know.
Who would do that? Who would jump up on something and dip down? Dylan, round to you, top of the round. Those guys are out on the battlefield. Yep, so you can come out. Where would you want to go? You can get to like here, or you can start following those guys around.
Yeah, I'll get to the first place you pointed at.
Yep. Nice. You come.
Who's
out
standing next to me?
Hunter.
I assume he's going to move before he does anything. Who's that in front of me?
Luke.
I'll give Luke the help action in case he decides to use his bow and arrow from there.
He should decide to remember that he's got. There was that. Who had the? Oh, Matthew took the crossbow, right?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Other Matt, NPC Matt is up after Dylan. Rolls a 14 on the dice plus stuff, so definitely hits. Clubs that guy for big hit on that. Yeah, takes him out. Nice. Releases himself from the grapple by destroying the head of that zombie there as he breathes a sigh of relief. And oof. Oof. Who did the yellow one go for before? Matthew.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to play this with the boys, aren't we? Yeah, you can just about get there and jump, pounce to try and take Hef down. That is a +3. That's a 15, Beth. Hit.
15 hits, yeah.
So this guy's going to try and pounce. Can you roll a strength save, please?
I can.
Take 3 points of damage.
That's a 10 on the strength save.
10. So you stay up again. This thing charges in. You feel this before you see it come as it launches over and fires you into the back of the cabinet. As the cabinet rocks, luckily it's on its side already. As this thing tries to take you out, sees that you don't go down, and it's going to. Oh, it's useful. It's moving together, so that it can't disengage and get away. Luke, you are up. You've seen the cavalry arrive after your Cantonar kick. No one seems to care that you did it. No one's really seen it now. What would you like to do?
Can I hit the one in between Matt and Beth?
The runner?
Yeah.
Yeah, from here, you could with the bow you could take a shot without, because they're up on the cabinet. There would be no AC, so it'd just be a standard attack roll. Yeah.
Where it be with him, I'm helping.
With advantage, yeah, because you're helping. Yeah.
So I've got advantage.
Yeah.
As in, like, 2 rolls.
2d20, take the highest number, yeah. Plus your dex and your proficiency.
I am going to draw my gun.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
I'm very close to death here.
Everyone just goes.
I've got 2 chances for this. I've got 2 chances.
The gun you won't be adding your proficiency to, remember, so it'll just be, but you have got advantage. So
2 natural ones.
d20 twice, add your dex to it, but not your proficiency bonus if you're using
The first one was not a 1, just to let you know.
Okay.
11.
Which one are you going for?
The one in between.
I
yellow
will tell
and
you.
green.
Well, there's no like in between. So this
Why
one.
do you think that is?
There's
Fat shaman.
there's there's one here which is a zombie, and there's one here which is a fast boy, and this is Beth.
Yeah, I'm going for fast boy.
Okay, you're on 11.
Yes.
You miss.
Never
He was
mind.
trying to tell you.
So you fire. You all hear the gun. And Mark pull it off as it fires, whizzes past this zombie that was there.
Can the ricochet hit the zombie still, please?
No. The ricochet just hits the wall behind.
Should go for 360.
I'm guessing they have a higher AC then.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're slightly
Now
strong.
I know.
If you don't know, now you know. Cool. That's your go. You gonna move? Or stay where you are? You can't climb that thing. So you can move.
I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. That is now the. I think that would have been a bit of a Hail Mary. It's now the zombies go. He's one in front of you, Matthew. Fucking hell, I rolled an 8, so that's 11.
Does not hit.
Get away from that. One blue one is dead. Second blue one is going to try and bite into Mohammed. I rolled a natural 1. So he loses grapple.
There we go. That's back to normality now.
Yeah.
None of these naturals anymore.
I've used them up. I mean, free forever. The one in red you killed straight away, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And then, so there's one next to the one. So the only one left to attack is the one next to Beth. That is a 3+ thing. So I'm definitely sure that misses Beth.
That definitely.
That
definitely
fresh
wasn't-
zombie hanging on your left manages to somehow miss you as you're rocking against the wall there.
It's
And,
because I'm so hurt that I like shifted my weight,
Yeah.
trying to just steady the constant hurt,
you're almost becoming a smaller and smaller target as you cower down in more pain.
like the drunken battle style on that Mortal Kombat or whatever. On
Yes. Right, with full movement, Hunter can get round into advantage with you and swing out against that one that's just attacked you. Or advantage, I guess, good because I've rolled a 4. And I rolled a 10+, so that will hit. One on dice. So it steps up behind that one that just missed you, Beth. And as you look and you dodge, you look behind and you see this figure just come around the corner, smash him with a machete, and this thing screams. It doesn't get as good a hit as you would have maybe liked it to get, but you see it's taken some damage from where it was before. As Matthew, it is your turn. The one in yellow seems unable to hit you, and there is a runner that's finished its pounce movement, and for the first time it's been sat in front of you there. You've got a beret, all 3 of them in front of you, all 3 of them technically at disadvantage, but
Oh, what prize should I go for?
yeah.
I'm gonna go for the runner.
Remember, I gave you the help action as well, so it's
Mm-hmm.
just normal. Yeah.
And that is 23.
23 definitely hits.
That's only 4 damage.
Ooh.
1 on damage count.
Oh, cool, with a lance.
Yeah, I got a 1 on D12.
No. So as you swing, you get giant again. It's moving around. You swing, you just crush it. It's already crouched down. It's quick. It just takes the brunt and almost like cushions the blow with its knees as it's there. Takes a bit of damage, but it's not that much. That's Matthew. The other one's dead. Ted, you are up on 1 HP. You can stand up for half your movement.
Can I get up and sort of stand in between Luke and Max? Is it Max who's now John?
Yep.
John.
Yep.
And I'll fire my bow at the one and the directly in front of me.
One that's in front of Matt, yeah.
Yeah, well, the ones that was grappling a Mohammed, I think it was.
Oh, the one in blue, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep.
That'll be a 10 to hit.
10 hits.
And that would be 5 damage.
5 damage is exactly what you needed. Straight up as you get up, steady yourself, get the bow, draw, and as you fire and you let go, like I don't think you've been firing bows a long time, right? And you know when you feel like when you take a shot at football, you think that was a fucking sweet shot, and as it curls out and leaves the bow, you see the back end wobbling in slow motion as you straight through the head of this zombie as it goes down. Remember, you can collect that from it, but yes, you knock it. Matthew, you just see this thing go. You just hear the quiet thud as this zombie just falls out of nowhere from someone behind you. Almost a bit to the relief of, thank fuck, people behind the barrier have started doing some damage. Yeah.
I was about to say, I feel the relief of it not hitting me.
Nothing bit. You must be like, oh, that wasn't Luke firing that. Clearly. Beth, you are up.
Okay. So the one to my left is hurt
And flanked.
Yeah, and flanked.
and flanked. Yeah, we're doing that. Fight.
Fight.
18.
18 hits.
4.
Oh, big hit. Still looking weak.
Fuck.
Not super weak, but yeah, big hit.
Bollocks. Help action on Matthew.
Nice. Mohammed is going to step up and is he going to leave the space? Going to step up and round. Mohammed knows how to play this game. He's going for flanking. That's good because I've got a 3 and then a 17. 17 definitely hits. He's going to club this one in yellow that is unable to hit. Matt only one of 1, so that's 2 points of damage to it. It's not been taken. You've not been hitting it, have you? So it's still looking fairly good. But yeah,
I've
Mohammed
not attacked it at all, I think.
jumps up on, steadies himself, hits him, but he just clacks into the back of it as it screams out. But yeah, it's not really taking that much. That's Mohammed. Max is there. 50, 20. He's only going to get round. He comes round. And as he leaves the corner, do you know what? He's going to throw his dagger at that one as well. Almost cocked. That's a nat 20, baby. That's 4 on the dice. That's going to do it. So, Matthew, you see Mohammed just crack this thing and it screams out as it looks up. And then you just see out of nowhere as a small knife flies in and just takes this one out in the head as it falls down dead. The boys have turned up. Love killing my own mobs. And that is round to the top. Dylan, you're up. You can't really see. You can hear a lot of stuff going on, but from there you probably wouldn't be able to see the one that's on the back.
I can't get around to the left, which is where the runner is. So.
No, you'd be able to get round there, but then you'd have to use something ranged. You could probably squeeze, so where are you? 5, 10, 50. You squeeze around 25, 30. You could get alongside Hunter down here to have clean line of sight on either one of them, but it'd have to be an arrangement.
Nah, I'll light a cigarette and use a help action in case one of these two in front of me needs it.
You have to give it to one of them.
Who's next to act?
Luke.
Not that I would know this, of course. But...
no, but Luke.
Oh no, I'm not giving it to Luke. I'll give it to Ted.
Wow.
That was the question that had to do with it. I like it. Yeah, how else we get the highest level? It is Matt. Fake NPC Matt up as he sees Max's thing comes charging in, and Matthew, as you're watching these guys spring into action now, they're pretty efficient killing machines. As he's going to swing in, that is a 16, which will hit. He's going to up this guy. That's 5 points of damage. It takes the hit, snarls back. It's taken hits, but this thing doesn't look like it's that weak yet, even though it's been taking a barrage of hits. And it is now Luke's turn. Luke, you can see the runner.
I can see the runner.
And you know what
Let's
you
have a-
missed on, so you should maybe, with some deduction, know what you need to hit.
Yeah. Well, I rolled. So that's 9 in total.
That misses. Will you find your gun again?
Uh,
Don't you change your mind. What are you doing?
yeah, no, I was throwing my gun. Yeah, let's go for it.
So, another.
Throwing your gun.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah.
Firing, don't
He's gonna pistol whip a zombie.
It's like, I can't shoot with bullets, I'll just throw the gun at him! So, okay, so another bullet fires out into that crowd of people, doesn't hit the target. The one in green is going.
At this point, can I just turn around to Lou and tell him to stop fucking shooting?
Yeah, I mean, that's free action. The one in green rolled a 7 plus 3, 10. Does 10 hit you, Beth?
10 does not hit me.
Doesn't hit you. So this one next to you swings out again as you're getting smaller and smaller, carrying away as a ball misses the attack, and Hunter takes the opportunity. 15 with the advantage. Yep. Hits with the machete. Oh, bitch. Big swing again into this, and as good at hitting as this guy is, he's not really. This zombie looks very weak, and you feel like he should have killed it, but he didn't. That's his go. Matthew, you are up. You've seen the boys rock up. There is one enemy past, and then the runner that is up there in front of you. You have your help
I'm
action.
gonna go for the runner again.
Yeah.
And that does not hit. It's a 7.
7 that does not hit. Incorrect. It is Ted. You are up.
I will fire
You
my
have
bow at the runner.
Nice. You have advantage on the attack.
Well, it's not going to matter because that's a 5.
Doesn't hit. You fire off. Luckily, you're firing in a direction that keeps the bow inside the building. But yes, no luck. Beth, you are still the most surrounded. You have the runner in front of you and the very weak zombie to your left.
I'm going to go for the one on my left once to get out of, and it's flanked still, so I'm going to... Oh, that's not even a D20. What the hell am I rolling? And I'm going to get my flanking.
Yeah. Get that advantage.
19.
Definitely hits.
And 5 points of damage.
Nice. More than you.
And I'm just going to kind of wail into its head, like from all those zombie movies, where you like hit them in the head with a machete and their kind of skull just splits in half.
Yeah, nice. And as you decimate their skull, the zombie that falls down, you see behind Hunter's just looking at you, and he gives you like a little, nice work. Dead zombitch.
And help action on Matthew.
Yep. Hamid is going to dance round. He's going to gain his flanking there. These boys are going to wail down on this. That's 13. I should hit anyway, but I didn't get it. 20 greedy. 3 points of damage. This thing is now just getting battered as it's surrounded. Max is going to get up behind as well. Ooh! Behind as well. Oh god, this is a clusterfuck. There's a party going on this shelf. I'm not sure it's got the weight to hold it. 15 as well. We had these daggers. 4 points. It's still up. Fucking hell. This thing is being surrounded, just being stabbed and battered by this thing now as it screams out. It's weak, but it's still up. And Dylan, you are round.
I shout some encouragement and keep smoking my cigarette.
Yep. You can see, you get as you like step across to get like a good angle on this, you just see on top of this thing, these guys just like this one thing is just being surrounded and it's being absolutely wailed on as it screams out.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother offering my help action.
Matt is up next before Matthew. Ah! It's a cock. It was a natural 20, but it didn't sit properly, so it's not a real natural 20 against the 15.
Yeah, come on, don't take the fun away from us killing it.
No, no. Well, all right, I want to kill my own monsters. Right, this is good. So he does 4 points of damage. This thing is on death's door as it's been absolutely pummeled and smashed and sliced, screaming out. It's barely getting a wisp out as it comes round to none other than Mr. Lukewarm.
Oh. Save your bullets, Luke.
Climb up onto the shelves in front of him and run and jump across the cannon.
I won't be able to do that in one thing.
I mean, it's got 1 health point, so if you want to try it, it might be funny. I was thinking, I want you to fail the athletics check. Just get up on the shelf.
I am going to throw my knife.
Yes. Okay. I like it. You can do that there. That's a standard attack, and you have your proficiency in everything. Boy, happening.
Is that my normal +4?
So it'd be your normal. Yeah. So whatever your normal knife attack is, it's the same as whatever it says on your sheet. So yeah, it's just thrown.
Plus dexterity, plus proficiency, could well be +4.
Yeah.
Yes, that'll be 19.
19 hits. You don't even need to roll damage because it's at 1. So these guys are just waiting on the thing. This thing looks up. At last, it's surrounded, goes to scream, and as it just tries to muster its last bit of breath, the blade held at the end, like a true knife thrower that Lukewarm pretends to be, just launches this chef's knife across. And Matthew, you see from the top side this blade just disappear inside this animal's head. The end of the hilt, the big, thick carving knife, as it doesn't get its scream out and falls dead to the ground. All the guys on here kind of just turn to look as Luke, you're stood there just poised after like throwing a dart, and like you get a couple of nods of like
180.
yeah, as the last.
Suddenly these strangers believe Lukewarm is proficient at something.
Unfortunately, tends to be what happens. He messes some people. As you are now out of initiative, everybody's dead, Dave.
Nice. I will go and collect all my arrows.
And
Yep.
I'll go and collect my knife and arrows.
So you go collect all your bits up. The guys are like,
I'm going to sit down on one of the shelves and just kind of refrain because this is the closest I've got to death since we started.
I am going to quickly pop out the front and have a little look around just in case anything else is coming.
roll a perception check.
And that would be a 5.
5. Okay, you look out. You don't see anything as you're looking out. Matt comes out behind the other. Matt comes up behind you, puts his hand on your shoulder. He's like, "That was a bit fucked up, but we've got what we needed. If you guys want to come with us, we can get you back somewhere to get rested up." He's like, "We're gonna have to," and then as he points you out, he's like, "But we're gonna have to move." And as you look up, you see back from the way you went, a few more are starting to wander down the high street. To your left seems fairly clear, but to the right, the way where the house was, where you'd taken the zombies, they seem to be there. But he's like, "If you guys need somewhere, we can take you somewhere, but we need to move now." As he's like, boys, let's go. And they start picking up and grabbing stuff.
Might be a good idea.
I mean, it's either that or we look for the wood and shit we need and drive off.
Yeah, we still need the wood. Otherwise, what's the point in doing all this?
I mean, but we can go and see what this place is like, and maybe a better place to live. More people to help.
We go now. So you'll make decisions. Also, might want some of those bows back, at least 1 or 2 of them. Who had the bows? Anyone that has a bow and wants to keep the bow.
Matthew.
Anyone that has a bow that wants to keep the bow, roll a persuasion check for trying to get it off him. Matthew, I think it's gonna be hard. Yours will be at disadvantage because you didn't fire the thing. So like you didn't fucking use it. Like, give me.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it back anyway.
Okay. So you have that crossbow.
I was so bad with it, I think I just hand it over.
Mine would be a 15.
15. So with 2 of them handed back, he looks at you and goes, Dodger, you need to stay alive. You keep hold of that. You want to stay at range. He's like, actually, do you know what? And he throws you 3 of the arrows as well, so you get 9 arrows. So you have 1 bow, 9 arrows, and the other ones go back to the guys. They're like, right, we're going now. So if you want to come with us, we're going to shoot through. We'll go out the back of this shop, but we're leaving. So what do you want? We can keep you there, get you fully fit. We'll give you some food and stuff. You can meet the rest of the guys, but we've got to move now. He's like, or not. We'll meet each other another time. But
I mean, we could go there and come back to get the word another time. This is our only chance to make friends.
Yeah, I think we should go.
Fuck it, I don't even care.
I just need
I mean,
somewhere
by the
to
time we
sleep.
get the words and that together, these zombies could be on top of us. And I'm pretty fucked up.
I think we need the rest.
Yeah, let's go with them.
Just remember,
If I get
left at the other base and they're unprotected.
if
I mean, you don't like any of them anyway.
No, he really likes one of them.
Oh, true.
She can protect them, but
Who knows? I mean, Nikolai might have turned and eaten them all anyway.
all right, boys,
well, if they
we're going.
they
Yeah, we'll go
take my
with
kidneys, it's on you guys.
Thank you.
Kidneys are fine.
So we'll get Luke to cook them up for him.
My mum always told me not to go with strangers.
Beth, we're all fucking strangers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you've been spending a lot of time with us.
So these guys lead you
Let's go.
across. They're
Let's go.
on the other side of the road. They're like, we're going through this shop here.
Yeah, we'll
the one
go
that-
with them.
Yeah, cool. So you grab all the stuff. Ted, you keep the bow. The rest of them they give back, and they shoot through, and you work your way through. As they get there, I'm assuming, Beth, you warn the guys about the zombie at the back, and they can hear it banging, and you see it. They dispatch of it without problem, and you shoot off into the back streets of Buckingham.
You're not taking a car.
Have another extra point of exhaustion from going down again.
Yes.
Oh,
Anyone
yes,
that went
yes,
down will take another point of exhaustion.
Yes, mine's 3.
These guys,
You
I
really
guess
need
long
this
rest will get rid of 1 though, wouldn't it?
a long rest will get rid of 1, yeah. And on a long,
Oh, I need to roll for a fucking thingy as well, don't I?
you'll roll for you'll roll for short-term injuries as well.
Yeah. What's that roll? D100.
I thought D20, D100 still on the check.
Yeah, it's 20, then you have the 100 for like the madness and stuff like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I got 2 on the D20.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good, does it? Where did I put the table? I will work it out because I can't find the table right now. It's in here somewhere. Skills.
And a 51. 2 and a 51.
You might not need the 50.
You pinned them, didn't you? On the characters page.
Yeah, they're in my thing. Oh, no, it's here. Okay, 2. You can
Lose an arm or hand.
Yeah, lose an arm or hand. So you, after you fired that amazing bow shot, you now as you're feeling down, you're like you can't feel the grip in your fingers, and you're like you've done something in the muscle in there in your arm. So you cannot hold any two-handed items. That means you're paying. You're able to swing two-handed until you.
I could use the knife if I can.
You can use a knife. You can use something one-handed, but you can't use something two. So
Can I use an arrow at a stab?
you could use it as a dart, yeah, if you want to improvise. But it's going to be the same as a knife.
At least you can do the medical check on yourself after the rest.
Yeah, after the long rest. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So yes, anyone went down needs to roll an injury, and yeah, you follow these guys through the shop. They dispatch them and they take you out into Buckingham. As we'll come back next time for rests and their settlement and where you go from there.
Okay.
Crazy time.
That was good. That was great fight. That was fun.
That was